What up to all my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don Tony Teflon. If you can, please subscribe. Click that bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. But the Don himself is not alone tonight. We have special guests up in the building rocking with us because this is a huge trailer breakdown. We're going to get into everything about this trailer, everything you need to know to set you up for House of the Dragon. Tell you if we really like this trailer, what we like most about it, and all that goody good stuff. So, without further ado, let's get to it. You know it is Don Tony Teflon rocking with you, all you people out there. As I said, I am not alone. As always, I got my usual suspect brother, Phil the Issues guy, but we are not alone. Could not do this alone. I'd like to thank everyone rocking with us. And that is the ladies from the Direwolf City podcast in the building, Rock with the Don. And here they are. First is up is Gray Area. What up, Gray? Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Hey, everybody. Can't wait to talk about the trailer.
Alicia is up in the building rocking with us. What up, Alicia?
How are you? I'm good.
And what up?
How are you? I'm good.
I'm good. I'm glad you are.
I don't have anything to
It's
say.
been a
I'm
long day.
I Zebra is in
What?
the building.
What's up, everybody? We are here to talk about House of the Dragon, and I'm so fucking excited. Sorry.
I'm excited to have you. I'm excited that you're here. And as always, rocking with the Don is Phil, the Issues guy.
It is great to be here again, and great to have everyone joining us tonight to break down this trailer and have a fun conversation about it. We're going to watch it back, talk about, as Tony said, the things that we liked and didn't like. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's great to see all of you guys. It's been a while since we've had a chance to talk to you, and I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Notable by that absence is you know Bridge 4 and Nim and Bridge, they are invited here and they may join us later, so hopefully they can get up in this building and join us here. But if not, just know we got nothing but love for them, and they'll be on obviously and something else. But let's say what up to the people in the chat right now from all the way from the land of down under. It's Carla Way rocking with us. My man Blaze Artist is up in the building. Rock with him at the Con of Thrones. He was chilling with us there. Jackie C is up in this building. Uncle Dave Uzza is in the building rocking with us right now. Misbehaves is in the building right here. I see you, girl. Lady Stone Hearted in here. Alan Fortune's in here. Phil, you with us. So I'm not telling you, talking about you in there. You're already on the panel. Oh, Lord Corley's Wi-Fi is in the building. Jamie is in the building. Ronald's in the building. We have a bunch of people, and if you can, please thumbs up this video. The Dragon Demands is in the building, rocking with us right now. As always, I hope that y'all hit that thumbs up button so we can spread this out there and let people know. All right, first things first. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this teaser trailer? Gray?
10.
Alicia?
10 gold dragons.
I'd say 9.
Hi, Zebra.
10s across the board for me.
Phil.
I think about like 8, 9. I think it did exactly what I wanted it to do, and I was very excited about it. I'm giving it a 10 because I'm like that asshole judge that doesn't quite give 10s all the time, and so I'm waiting for more. I want to leave room to go crazier later, but I definitely enjoyed the trailer as trailers go. I thought this did a good job at establishing, not just showing us. I know some people wanted to see the dragons. I'm glad that they held that off and they're kind of focusing more on the characters and the scenes and how everything looks and to kind of put you into that world. So I will say around the 8 and 9 period.
So let's go through that because I know a lot of people have complained and said they should have showed us a dragon. You ladies, would you have wanted to see a dragon? Or are you happy they didn't show a dragon?
Neither happy nor not happy. Like, I just know if the teaser was that good, imagine what the actual trailer is gonna look like. And the trailer's gonna have dragons in it.
Yeah, I just assumed they're not done with post-production yet, so I wasn't really expecting. Sorry to be that guy, but I just wasn't expecting any like major dragons just yet because they're still filming, and that takes a lot for like VFX work for those dragons. And we're supposed to get 17 for the series, so yeah, I'll take my little dragon skull or whatever that was, but we'll get to that.
I actually liked that there weren't dragons because obviously there are going to be tons and tons and tons of dragons, and it helps you focus on intrigue and the characters. Like it was nice that it still sucked me in without dragons, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it would have been dragons, it would have been too much. As IE Zebra says, no way they're gonna have them ready to go right now. They're not gonna show a half-assed dragon. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do that. There's no way they got enough to show. And maybe they could have showed something flying above or a shadow. You know what I mean? They could. That would have been as far as they could have really have gone.
They
With,
could have
with,
shown
with
the
that
green
movie.
stick. Just the
little
little
green
green
button.
stand. Yeah. Oh,
For
Edric's
the
here.
for the first teaser, they used like some recycled footage of Drogon. It was Drogon. It was one of them. Like
I feel like if
used
they would
some
have used
footage.
recycled footage of, did they?
In the first teaser where they announced
Okay. Yeah.
it was like that scene from Marine where where it's all dark and then the dragons like come out, one of them, and so you couldn't really tell what dragon, and then it like burst into the new House of the Dragon coming out.
Yeah, I also think what I like. Like, let's get into what was your favorite part about the trailer before we're gonna go through the trailer, we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna stop it and more on certain spots. But right off the bat, your favorite part, what was the best thing that you liked seeing in this trailer? Around the horn, whoever wants to take it to
The throne, for like, that's the memory I have, like the redesign of the Iron Throne. I enjoyed the way that looked. I focused on it like immediately. I think I spent like 20 minutes just talking about that. A lot of the other stuff, because of, not that I'm unfamiliar, but not as like back and forth with the material. So a lot of stuff was just being in the world of it, but seeing the throne and seeing a redesign of it, seeing more what I've seen in the pictures, and the artist's design and how it's described in the text made me happy. And that kind of was the lasting memory I had going out of it more than anything.
Mine was the fucking Valyrians walking into that feast.
He took mine.
I was like, Phil already took mine. It was the throne.
I made it my thumbnail on my trailer breakdown. I thought it was so badass. Like they looked so
Mine was
rich and
easily
shit.
Mine was easily the Valarians coming down the steps. And as I was watching it, even though like all the trailer music was going, the only thing I could think about was that Jay-Z and Kanye song, like, ain't nobody fucking with my clit. It was just great. And they look more rich than the Targaryens because they were just dripping. I loved it. I love one interracial family. I loved it.
Me too.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine was the throne, same as Phil. Like just the minute I saw it the first time, and you could see like the swords kind of like leading up to the steps. When I tell you, I screamed so loudly in my house, and it was like 7:00 in the morning, and I'm like, "Oh, let's go!" Like I could not contain my excitement. It makes me, the anticipation I have is like a lot greater because it shows me that they actually care about the source material a little bit more than others.
One thing that was great about the throne is I actually got the sense that sitting on it the wrong way, sitting on it uneasy, will cut the fuck out of you. Whereas I didn't get, and that's the thing too. Like it's great that it's realistic that, you know, maybe like 150 years later or so, they took down some of those swords, they smoothed out some of those kinks on the Iron Throne. So I think it's still like I don't think there's going to be any retconning. I don't think there's going to be any inconsistency in continuity if they say, okay, this is the same Iron Throne, because they could have taken a lot of those swords down or whatever. But I just loved that it looks so dangerous. Like it looks sharp.
It looked like he was, you know, is exactly like the pictures that we seen in George's book. No, you can't do that. But this is a close representation. And I think this is what you get when you have George R.R. Martin rocking on the show himself. You get things from the books. Now, you know, and I like it, the fact that, you know, that that's all you need to do is follow this man's books. You don't have to really think outside the box here. His books are good enough. You don't have to make up things to get people in it. Just do what this man put on paper. Jenna S., thank you for the super chat. You're so generous. It says my favorite streamers together. I can't take it. I'm just as hyped as when I saw the new trailer. Well, we are so happy to have you with us. And we have another super chat from the beautiful woman herself with the small thumbs. Miss Duncan the Tall, Silver Fox GM, and King's Guard Armor. I guess it's
Oh yeah, Graham McTavish. I'm probably saying his last name wrong, but yeah. Oh yeah.
in the background. And I see, I see it. I think the Dragon Demand put it up there saying something like, something was taken out of context. Now we see her. Should we? Let's wait until we get to that screenshot before we start talking about specific shots and everything else
Damon's
like that.
armor was pretty sick too.
Mhm.
And
That
Tony, what was
Grey
your
Gardens
favorite
armor
part of
and
the
the Trident,
trailer?
right? Huh?
Tony, what was your favorite part of the trailer?
I liked seeing Blackfire. I loved seeing Corley's and all. That's the best part of the trailer to me. But since other people took it, I'm gonna go with Blackfire. Seeing Blackfire, and they put that shit on full display. Like they didn't even show the kid; they showed the Blackfire. Like, here, we got that sword y'all been waiting for. Here it is, right here, and I'm gonna buy that motherfucker. And then I'll have the sword from. If I get that sword, I'll have the sword from Lord of the Rings. And I'll have Blackfire. So that has to be added to the collection. We got another super chat. And you go right ahead, Alicia. Let me just say this real quick. My man Fernandez T, thank you. I second that, Jenna. Let's drink up for this man. Put it up in the air. Throw it up for you, my brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Truly, truly a lot of love for you. Go ahead, Alicia.
Hold on, I gotta take my drink of water. Okay, I don't mean to pee in your Cheerios, but I actually, when I saw Blackfire, I was a little pissed.
Why?
Like I was just a little underwhelmed by it. Like, to me, and I tweeted this, it looked way more Party City than the wigs. And the wigs, certain wigs definitely look Party City. But there was a cosplayer and metal worker that tweeted at me after that was saying, like, I disagree because I do metalwork and cosplaying, and I think this is wonderfully done. And I don't want to take away from that. I'm just saying, me personally, it didn't do anything for me. It was underwhelming.
Yeah, I just don't, like, I like a simple sort. Like when I look at, and I'll say this, when you look at the version of Ice that George R. R. Martin came up with, and then you see the version they made in Game of Thrones, I like the Game of Thrones version better because it's more simpler than what George had for Ice. And I like a simple sword because it's not supposed to be, the stunningly sword. It's just that it's made of Valyrian steel. And that's what makes the sword special, and just the name of the sword and everything else. So I don't like a too, I don't want it to be like too ornate, like it can't be used in battle. You know what I mean? I don't want rubies here and all this stuff dripping off it. Like a king's scepter. I don't want it to look like that, because what are you gonna do with that? You can't hit nobody with that. It's got to be something that looks like realistic that you could actually use in battle, and that's why I like the sword. That's what it means. We got another super chat from Man Blaze Artist. He's saying just seeing another trailer was amazing, knowing that we have another series amazing, and I second that, brother. I second that 100%.
Oh, that's my friend. I think he gave me my first cigar ever.
Blaze?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a P Easy's cousin.
Yeah.
P Easy's cousin.
Good dude. Very good.
He was at the con with us.
Hey, Blaze.
And we got another super chat here. Let's take this from Morgan Home. Thank y'all being so generous. I want to see Nettles ride Sheep Seal and Sheep. I don't think
Not happening.
Not in this season. I don't think.
I would love to see it too, but that's way too early. All right, before we get into the trailer, from how many seasons do you think they're gonna have of this? How far do you think they can stretch it?
I guess that's I was gonna say a good question.
4 or 5. Yep, 4 or 5.
I was gonna say is, where do you think they're gonna start? Because I think that kind of can, like, if they go far enough back, like into Viserys's reign, and maybe even flashbacks of Jaehaerys, since we are getting, like, they cast a young Alicent, so maybe 4 to 5.
Right. I think we're definitely going to have flashbacks throughout. It's going to help with exposition, I think. Because Game of Thrones kind of on their own came up with that rule, like, we're not going to do flashbacks. So it's not like House. So, I mean, it's not, and there's just so much. Honestly, I think there's almost as much, if not more, going on in Fire and Blood than there was. Okay, that's untrue, but there's just as much to keep up with, like all the exposition in House of the Dragon. So I think flashbacks interchangeably throughout every episode, along with present day scenes, will help people keep up. Really,
I kind of look at it like this, right? They didn't title it Dance of Dragons. They titled it House of the Dragon. So they're starting, right, like I feel like they're gonna do the Stepstones, the whole War on the Stepstones. I mean, they might not even do all of it. It might just be a part of it that they do. But I feel like they're gonna end the series with Viserys' death, and then we get like
Season 1. You mean season 1, right?
season 1, and then like let's say after season 4, like the dance is over, but like there's so much that happens after the dance, like
Mhm.
the hour of the wolf. Well, that's kind of still during the dance, but like Aegon's reign, and they could just keep going through history and it still be called House of the Dragon.
Do you think people would be interested after? We're not going to say the outcome, just in case people don't know what it is. But after you get that outcome, do you think people will still want to see more after that? Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Do they want to see the
I
whole Starfleet
think
after it?
Of
think
course.
If the
the
show's a hit,
hour
yeah.
I think, yeah, the hour of the wolf, but like I'm gonna be that guy, the person that kind of rules at the end of this. Feel like they're not that interesting in my opinion. But I think if we like fast forward a little bit to like when we get to like the young dragon was on and like Baylor and like stuff like that, and like
Blackfire Rebellion.
getting close to Blackfire Rebellion is like that's when stuff I think starts picking back up. So they can always fast forward a little bit. Like they have wiggle room. But that's
And they can always rewind.
Yeah.
I think they'd be smart to kind of make a slight and not anthology so much. And because that's a thing, like as much as people say like, oh, I can't wait to see the Hour of the Wolf and all that other stuff, that's not gonna make as interesting TV unless you make it about Cregan Stark, so I think as far as the actual plot line of the Dance of the Dragons, I think that'll last 3 seasons tops. As far as the material they have to go over House Targaryen, because they might do the Dance of the Dragons and decide, okay, well, we want to do the Conquest. Like they don't have to do it in chronological order. But yeah, I think that they'd be smart to give it a bit of like resting, like a resting period in between, because they've got so many other ideas in the mix for shows.
They're working on Nymeria and 10,000 ships.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be the best thing that they could do a few seasons of almost similar to what Disney Plus is doing with the Star Wars stuff. Do like a couple seasons of one show and then be able to come up, and then you get a season of Dunk and Egg, then you get a season of this show, a season of that show. The animated series gets released, and it gives each show time to do proper production and do things right, so they're not on as stern of a schedule, and HBO isn't relying on any one series to sort of carry the Game of Thrones thing. They're more trying to focus on the whole universe and different places where they can get in. So I do hope, but so I could see this going a while as well, but hopefully they will take breaks as they need it.
But I don't think that. I think it's gonna have to be like 5 seasons, I think, because in the first season we know Patty Constantine is in all 10 episodes. So he plays Viserys. So if he's in all 10 episodes, likely he's going to live out the whole first season and maybe die right at the end.
Yeah, it would be
the whole first season, like the dance hasn't even started.
Well, all right. So I would say this. I think you have to have the throat slice in episode 10. I think he has to go before. I don't think you're going to open the second season with that. I think you have to have that right then. I think it goes
like
down.
Yeah, episode 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, how I kind of picture
episode 9.
Honestly, I was gonna say how I actually pictured episode 10 ending would be like the coronations.
Same. I was telling Justin today that, well, I think the Green Council is gonna happen in episode 10, in the beginning of episode 10, and then we see the 2 coronations, and I think like the end scene would be super fucking dope if you just see like all these ravens leaving King's Landing and all these ravens leaving Dragonstone, and then you just see Jacaerys flying towards Winterfell on his dragon.
That would be great.
Credits.
I would love to see it. I would
Yeah.
love to
And
see
cut to
it.
black.
Yeah, we got Super Chef Jedes. Thank you. We know we love you, Jenna. Other than thirst trap Corley's, what's your favorite part of the trailer? Feel free to answer. We just want that line in the pockets. Other than thirst trap Corley. Now, I ain't got no thirst for that, brother. You know, I got love for him. Don ain't got no thirst for him, so I guess that's directed to you, ladies. Other than Corley's, what's your favorite part? We're gonna go into the trailer, unless you want to go right into looking at the trailer, because I know that you know what I mean. Lord Beesbury was casted in this season, so
He was in the trailer.
yeah. So I don't know. He
Yeah.
ain't gonna last. But all right, let's go right into the trailer because Gray ain't got all night, so I want to get through it with her, and then we'll go back again. So Phil has got this rocking. Let me have to do it like that.
And should we no audio, right?
No audio. No, we
Okay.
ain't trying to get flagged, bro.
Okay. And if anyone wants, should we play it through once and then go back and play it and stop it, or?
I don't know. I don't know if we get bagged up if we do.
Okay.
that.
Well, we'll just cut it up. So anyone that wants stop, just yell at me to stop.
Let's stop it right here.
Stop. Oh, yeah. Stop.
Was that the wig you were talking about, Alicia?
No, I'm actually not loving Lenore's wig all that much. It's a travesty.
I can actually explain why that looks
A
that
little
way.
soft.
Okay.
Where is he right now? It's Dragonstone, right?
I was thinking, okay, when I see this, it's reminiscent. I don't know where he is, but it's reminiscent to me of the caves in Dragonstone that Daenerys and Jon were in.
All right,
Reminiscent is the key word. I don't want any bro dude in the comment section coming after me.
I thought the same thing in my breakdown, that it was the cave, but you can hear him. You can hear his heels clicking on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I'm gonna be that guy, even though it's most likely Damon, because it probably is. I actually originally on first look thought it was Aemond, because just from that, because we don't see the full face. Obviously, they can use the same wig or a similar style wig, but for some reason, the person just looks younger to me. I don't know why. Like they just like it probably is Matt Smith. I don't know why, but it just looks like a younger indivial. So I thought it was Aemond on his way to get Vhagar.
It's got to be Matt Smith, right?
It's most likely Matt Smith.
He's doing a voiceover too, so I think it has to be him. I would say. Jess is saying reminds her of the Got Crips of the Got Crip scene. Like it could be walking to get to a dragon locked down like that.
Where that dragon, where that dragon was in the trailer with like all those candles.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like that dungeon place where Arya was at, where she ran into
Where she
Illyrio.
she's chasing the cat.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a weird ass shrine.
It is a terrible wig. This is the only wig that bothered me for some reason. Someone Claire
is that where you're like, is this the one? Please say it's the one.
Yeah, I wanted this to be the one too, because this is the only one that bothered me.
All right, let's roll it, Phil. A little more.
Okay, let's go. Oh no.
Okay, stop. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, stop.
There we go.
Though they just got finished having sex.
You
Right
were waiting
here?
so long.
You were so excited to say that.
Right there.
You think on the beach?
Yes. If you look, listen.
This is the funeral though, right?
No, they just got finished. They just got finished shagging. See, the back of her dress is open. It looks like it looks like her ponytail, but it's not.
He must have really fucked up her hair.
Her ponytail, if you look in the other shot, like the front shot from the different angle, her ponytail's pulled to the front. Her sleeve on her dress is all ripped up, and his shit is unbuttoned.
So they fucked. They had to do it on the beach. Then this was a beach.
They just got finished fucking
on the pod.
We've seen like funeral sex,
Yeah, it's not unheard of in this universe.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna have them have sex on dragon back though?
Oh my
Eventually.
god, that'd be intense.
Jesus Christ, Tony.
You think they're not going to do that?
I mean, I'm saying because listen, these dragons got to have saddles, right? They're going to see dragons with saddles, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So it's possible then to have sex on the dragon on the saddle.
I'm telling you, they just got finished having sex on that beach right there.
All right, all right.
I'll show you. I'll show you when you see the front shot.
All right, all right. I think to me this is after the funeral. That's what I'm thinking. This is after the funeral. I'm sitting there. I
Some
don't know.
sympathy booty. Sorry, your wife just died. Vagina.
You can cry on my shoulder,
Smile.
which happens to be located, in between my legs. That's
Yeah,
kinda
come
what's
cuddle on
happening
my
here.
coochie.
I like those.
I wanna cuddle on your coochie.
It
That's
hugs
the
you
best.
back.
Those are the best shoulders. I like those shoulders the best. All right, let's go. Let's see
Continue.
a little more.
Stop.
So quiet.
All right. This is the dragon, right?
I feel like it's just
Valerian.
Yeah, it's Balerian skull. The skull.
Oh, okay, it's a skull.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not a live dragon, though.
It's got to be
Wait.
Valerian, right? It can't be any
I was
other
gonna
one. Right?
say, all right, guys, like my memory's foggy. Besides, obviously,
Yeah.
Rhaenys' dragon, is Balerian's like the first to like major dragon death, like
Yeah.
big dragon death?
Yeah.
Oh, so they probably went all out.
Meraxes
Like,
died first.
She said besides her.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. I was dissociating.
yeah, no, that I didn't say his name. I forgot what it was. I said
She
Rhaenys'
said
dragon.
Rhaenys dragon.
Okay, that's why. All right.
Yeah, my bad. But anyways, like that would make sense why like Balerian, especially Balerian of all the dragons, would have like this like it seems like a very elaborate like
Like a shrine.
Yeah, like a shrine or
He's the
something.
oldest. He's the oldest.
Yes.
He's from Valyria. Like he's the last living thing from Valyria.
Literally.
And it's a conqueror's dragon, so it would make sense that it's like super
Yeah.
revered.
Yeah, it's
They used to have them like lined up by the Iron Throne, right on the outside of the Iron Throne, all the big dragon skulls and everything else.
Well, by the
No one
time
knows.
of the conquest, Balerion was the only living dragon from Valyria.
Yeah.
They had brought over 4. So Balerion had hatched in Valyria, and they brought him over when he was still very young.
People saying it looks too small to be Balerian, though.
Actually, that's a big boy looking.
Yeah, that shit looks
Mhm.
Because
Like, look at all those
Just look at those
candles.
candles. Just look at them.
And like I think because so when he's talking in the trailer, Damon, when he's talking over this, he says kings, gods. And
It
it
looks like a
says
shrine.
gods when he's talking or when the dragon shows it says gods. And for some reason the Targaryens named their dragons after gods.
They did.
Balerion, Meraxes, Cyrax, these are all gods from Valyria. So maybe they do actually worship these dragons.
I told you it's a shrine.
But,
I wasn't.
you know,
being cute.
I think they may worship him, but they seem like they're the masters of the dragon. So it's I don't know how that.
Well, I
they
feel
seem-
like when you use these weapons of mass destruction to there has to be some sort. Yes, they're masters over these dragons, and yet they're not. Like they're big flying weapons of mass destruction. I think there is some sort of like reverence for these dragons still, especially if they're going to form a bond with that dragon.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I think it was
Yeah.
if it was just like I'm your master, they'd get eaten alive.
Yeah.
Are we getting people saying we're getting feedback from Mike? Does anyone else hear feedback?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. I've been hearing
Maybe.
it the whole time, but I figured it would fix itself eventually.
Maybe it's let me see. Maybe it's me. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's yours, but I do keep hearing feedback.
Is it
It's
mine?
like echoing.
It's the dragon's birthday and he's blowing out the candles on his birthday cake. So I should just say bad takes for the rest of the
Isn't that my
That's my
job?
job, Gray. That's my job.
Let's roll it a little, Phil. Let's see what else we get here.
Blow out those candles.
Stop.
Up.
This
All right.
bitch.
First thing I noticed is that he bites his nails.
Oh
and
my
while there's-
God.
Yeah, he's got pretty clean nails for this.
Ugh.
I was just looking at his nails like, oh. I did not notice that.
I need to know why it's all lopsided like that. Did he get a really bad hangnail? Anyway, so the pin of the hand of the king. This is clearly Otto Hightower with bad nails.
This is clearly Tywin Lannister.
You think
Boo
money
this
could
man.
buy? You think money could buy better fucking nails? Like, just did they have manicures back in medieval times? They had
I
to have
wouldn't
something
think they would. I mean,
They
I don't-
actually there are some like tools, but not like stuff to like to clean under your nails. Not really in Europe though, more like in like the Middle East and stuff, where people practice hygiene a little bit more back then.
Yeah,
But like,
right. They probably didn't bathe.
Yeah. I hate Sir Otto Hightower. Fucking
I can't stand him. Can't say. Jenna asks, this. Think this could be Dorne.
Maybe the dome. No, the dragon dome.
Oh,
the
dome.
Dragon pit.
The dragon pit.
Maybe a section under the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's possible. Yes, Jenna.
There's one scene from the books, and it's one of my favorite scenes with Daemon in it. And it's when he's walking through fucking Harrenhal with nobody but his dragon. But it's too early for that.
All right, so we all hate this man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all say there's nothing else to say about this bastard. Let's keep rolling.
Wait. Okay, yeah. I was
Go
going to say
ahead.
something like, well, I think this particular shot, the reason that they include it, because literally it's not his face. We know it's Sir Otto we know it's Otto Hightower. I think that the way that he's holding that button, almost as if he's like not cradling it so much, but it's a very important position to it. I think it is trying to showcase from the get. He's pompous, and that I don't know if pomposity is a word. I doubt it, but pomposity is going to. Oh, yay! That pomposity is going to play a part in all the events and fuckery in this season.
I believe it's pomposity. I'm going to be pompous. I believe it's pomposity, but it is a word. And I
want to say pomposity because it's
weird. Like, because you're right. It's almost like has his pinky up when he's drinking his teacup or something like that.
Pompacity, pomslacity. All I know is that motherfucker got the audacity, Sir Otto. Like, straight up, he got the audacity to really, like, I hate him. He's the reason for this whole war. Like, I feel like,
there are a few other people that contributed.
No. If he wasn't being a hater on Daemon back in the day, Rhaenyra would have never been called heir.
Right. And then
this is on him.
And then you wouldn't have like disinherited your own grandchildren, sir.
Yeah, if you just shut up.
Yeah, I also think that they're showing it because they're trying to show familiar images from people from Game of Thrones that they would recognize. You know,
so the hand of the king pendant.
Yeah, so
and then on
the king is something that they know.
On this part of the voiceover is when it says kings, and then the next part.
He reminds me of what is that? What is the kingmaker from the War of the Roses?
Oh, Warwick.
He Earl of Warwick. That's who Otto reminds me of.
Yeah.
He's a lot younger than the man cast seems young to be playing him, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Phil, let's roll the footage. Before you do, we got one super chat from Jenna saying, "Thank you again. Otto sucks. Type of dude who don't wipe his rear, right? Stanky."
He's definitely from the back to the front. That is a back to the front kind of dude.
Oh, Dragon demands your question. Yes, his last name is Neville, but he was the Earl of Warwick.
Yes.
Yeah. They're very stanky. Stanky probably uses hay and shit to wipe himself.
Neville Longbottom.
Let's not disrespect Neville Longbottom like that, guys.
He was a Gryffindor.
All right, let's go.
This guy's clearly a Slytherin.
I don't like long bottoms. So a long ass day. A long ass day. I don't like long ass days. All right, let's go.
Whoops.
Here we go.
All right.
Whoops, sorry. I'll bring it back a bit.
You had one job, Phil.
I had one job and I fucked it up. There we go.
Blackfire. Also the Targaryen crest ring.
Yeah.
Yes. You can see we got two shots. That's basically we got Blackfire and a Targaryen crest.
Check out the
I noticed his
on Viserys.
That too. I was gonna say, you notice like his face looks a little chunky.
Yeah, he's got. We see the double chin thing going
The
on.
double chin going
What is
on,
that?
which is what I
What
was
is that,
worried about. Because
beads? Does he have on beads?
Like right there.
I
Yeah,
think
like
if you go a little forward and make it a little lighter. There you go. Maybe you can see it better there.
He's definitely wearing the sigil on his surcoat or his not shirt. You know what I mean.
it might be
His
some like
tunic.
embroidery or something.
some
Yeah.
kind of fancy smancy rope. It looks like dream catcher strings.
Yeah, I like the sword. I do. I can't. I do.
You know,
like
now that I'm staring at it more, there are features of it that I like the actual handle.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pommel at the very top. I mean, the handle is part of the pommel, but I mean, the dragon wings. I
Mhm.
like
Love
that.
that.
I don't like the little arms. I don't know what to call that.
Like the
It just
crossbar, I
reminds me
think
of
is what it's
something
called.
Tim Burton-ish. You know,
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice,
I was
Beetlejuice.
thinking about the snakes in Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't like the 7-pointed star aspect on it.
That had to be
Targaryen,
added later.
they weren't.
I mean-
they weren't religious, and like they only conformed to the faith, like for peace. Like
So,
Right, 'cause Blackfire is-
history of Westeros, they actually got a nice like theory on what happened. So when Aegon the Conqueror died, Blackfire was like on his pyre. So when Balerion lit it, most likely because the pommel itself and like the crossbar are not made of Valyrian steel, so it most likely melted down. So obviously people over time kind of reforged it, but I, in my opinion, think Jaehaerys did that, like added that little thing there
Like on
after
some-
Maegor. Like,
yeah, like on
look,
some
see, we
cut-
do like you guys.
yeah, let's conciliate.
Exactly. Like they don't call him the
I can,
conciliator for nothing.
I can definitely get with that without a shadow of a doubt. I could definitely agree on that. That it was put it there. I mean, it's known when we've seen in Game of Thrones that they change pummels all the time. So that's not like it's hasn't been done. So definitely,
Yeah.
I could definitely see Jaehaerys pulling that off and everything. I like the scene. I do like this scene. I like the fact that they showed it, so prominently, and I think that was to the fans who read the books and everything else. Like, here's your goddamn sword you've been waiting for all this time.
What are they
Yeah.
called? True fans. Only
I feel
true
like this
fans.
trailer was like aimed at the people, the super fans, the book readers.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they really, because there were so many little tidbits in there
I
that
don't think
you wouldn't know
Blackfire was
about.
even mentioned in Game of Thrones at any
Mm-mm.
point. I don't think the word was used.
And
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing that was interesting about Viserys
Mm-hmm.
is he looks menacing a little bit in the trailer, and he's not at all. He's
You think
actually
so?
a big. I think
You
he's a
think-
big teddy bear.
You think the gels
No,
on
so he
that
looks menacing. That looks
like
He
when
looks-
he grips the
looks like-
sword, like when he grips it, and just how he has it like out in front of him.
He
I
To me,
looks
it
like
looks like
he's
he's using it to
irritated.
stand up
Scene,
because
though.
he's fat. Oh, I'm sorry.
He looks irritated in this.
Oh, I was gonna say, to me, it looks
I
like
thought
he's
he was
gripping it because he
badass.
needs it to stand up because
Yeah.
he's like big and has gout. He's like, get up. Because I mean, you really can't put your hand on anything else to stand up. So that'd be my guess.
Had a grandson near him, like, help Papa.
I gotta get up.
Oh,
Come
no,
help,
like-
come help Papa.
like-
Let's go.
like that one
Watch
chick,
this.
that one Dominican chick who was walking, said all this, and then she slips and she falls, and her son's got to help her off the ground. Like that chick. That's what it reminds me of. He's doing that. All right, Blaze, thank you for the super chat, brother. Is there a Valyrian steel sword in the Iron Throne itself? I would, I wouldn't think so, because it wouldn't mold like that. I mean, with Dragonfire, I guess maybe would get it to mold, but I don't think there's a Valyrian steel sword in there.
I feel like Aegon the First was a little too practical to actually, I feel like there are Targaryen kings that just for the show of it be like, yes, there's a Valyrian steel sword, because they were idiots. But Aegon the First would have been a lot more practical about it and just kept it.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's Valyrian and there are only so many relics left of Valyria. So, yeah, congratulations. This now belongs to Valyrians again. House Targaryen.
No doubt about it. All right, Phil, we're going to We're gonna keep it rolling, baby.
Little Rhaenyra.
Yeah, we get a little. We get the full face shot. We'll wait till we see the full face shot. There we go.
So
The
I think
realm's
she was
delight.
just right. She looks so beautiful in this. I think she was just named heir to
Right
the
here.
Iron Throne. Yes.
Yeah.
She looks really happy.
That's I don't know why, but this is reminiscent to me of Drew Barrymore in Ever After when she's like, just breathe. But no, she looks really relieved. Like she just took a sigh of relief and shut up. But she looks like she just took a sigh of relief. And at the same time, like you just found out you're gonna be not just queen consort, but queen. Like she's gotta feel victorious in this moment.
Yeah.
I think
Her lace front's
this
popping.
might be her wedding.
Really?
Ooh.
In black?
What she has on is very similar to what House Valerian has on when they step up in the feast.
That is
Well, maybe they coordinated because you know what, they're rich, they can coordinate, okay? But I mean,
it's not Targaryen colors.
I think they're the colors that she wanted to wear. She never really leaned into, not never really, but like she became famous for leaning into those Targaryen colors after that
Right.
she started beefing with what's her face?
Alicent?
It's been a long day. Alicent, thank you. I almost said Otto Jr. But I mean, when it comes down to it, these are the colors of, I don't know what they're going to do with Aegon's colors, Aegon II, but these are his colors, and I don't think those are colors that she would lean into after. I don't know. I honestly think it's the coronation. The look on her face is a little too victorious,
Yeah,
and like she's relieved.
Dragging the man saying this is shows that there's no purple eyes. You know, it looks like they not, but I think that would be more post if they were gonna do it. I don't think you see it this earlier if they were gonna do it. So I understand what you're saying. It does look like it could be no purple eyes, but I still think they can. I'm holding out hope that they could do that in post.
Honestly, after The Witcher and seeing how Yennefer has purple eyes made me so mad that I didn't get purple eyes for Daenerys. So now I'm like, I need it.
I'm not mad about that because the technology is like a full decade apart from one another.
Purple
eyes on Yennefer, but also, you know, unpopular opinion, but because they never did the purple eyes in Game of Thrones, I kind of don't want them to do it in House of the Dragon. Because consistency.
I want it. And I will say this, you know, I like the fact that she's wearing earrings too. Mm-hmm. I do. I like the fact that she has on them earrings. I didn't see any earrings, I think, in all Game of Thrones, not one time. So I think that, you know, it's good that they're having some jewelry like that up in this piece, and everyone's rocking some jewels, and they look like little shields or something. I don't know what that is on, but I like it.
Plates. They're boobies. Look at them.
They could be.
Oh yeah, they are kind of boobies.
Yeah, with pearl nipples.
Like unsullied shields.
Nipples, right? Yeah, the nipples.
Yeah, like an unsullied shield. That's a strange nipple, but hey, nipple nonetheless.
But the hill I am making camp on, and I'm not dying on it. I'm thriving on it. Okay, that is when it's announced that she is heir.
All right, so we got one saying announced when she was heir, like her dad telling her, "Look, you're gonna take over after this." We got Bridge 4 in the building, rocking with us right now.
Oh, my sun and stars.
He is up in the building. I see him in the chat, and I so we got that. We have one saying that this is her dad saying, "Listen, you're gonna take over after me." It makes sense. We see she's in the throne room right now, right? And we see she's staring at the Iron Throne, so that could be she was told that, and then she goes out and looks at it. We got another one saying that it could be her wedding day, or being told that this is her wedding day that she has.
Something with some kind of connection to the House Valerian, because she's dressed just like them.
I think they were kind of wearing dark. Well, okay, we'll see in like a little bit.
Is anyone else not able to send a super chat? What's going on here? What's going on? I think everyone needs to try to see if it works.
Let's check that out. Let's see if it works.
I think I'm with Alicia that this is when I think this is after, like, you know how like they have a bunch of lords that swear like oaths of fealty to Rhaenyra to like obviously honor her as a successor. I think this is like during that scene. So she's like seeing all these people show support for her.
Right, all right. All right. Let's I think she looks gorgeous in this scene, this little girl. I think it's a really good shot. Let's move it along.
Here.
All right,
See-
is this all right?
See his
All right.
shit on both.
Oh, yeah,
Go a little bit further, Phil. A little bit, just like when it's just like the two of them kind of like up on top of each other.
All right, can you remove where it says our names real quick?
All right, it's
Super chat works.
It's work. It is working. Thank you, Alicia, for the super chat. Let me remove
No,
the
I got you, boo.
names. Let me see if I.
I want you to be able to see her shoulder.
All right, let me.
I want you to see her bare shoulders.
All right, you see her dress is ripped on her shoulder.
Oh, I see it.
That's how you know he's a Scorpio.
Can you see it right now? Phil's got it. Can you remove the line, Phil?
I'll have to move it up a bit, but yeah, give me 1 second. I can do that.
Yeah, her hair
Yeah.
is a little messed up.
And you see how her hair is in the front of her?
So you're saying that this is after sex hair? I mean, his
Right,
mullet.
so her dress was opened in the back.
Yeah, his hair is looking a little.
His hair is looking a little.
And what is that
rough, the mullet.
structure, that wooden structure behind them?
It looks like a rowboat that was left
campground, a
abandoned.
sex campground.
Sex camp. Is this a straight sex
It's a
camp?
campground. It's a sex campground.
So I seen a picture on Twitter, and the that structure behind them looks like a lean-to that was made. It looks like a Dothraki tent almost.
Mhm.
I'll retweet it on Twitter, or I'll see if I can just send it to you. If I send it to you, can you put it on the screen?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I could do that for you. So let me go
Let me
through the
grab it
super
real
chats
quick.
real quick while you do that. You guys, Jen F saying, "Great. I don't know what do you do for a living, but you should have worked for the FBI." John Haymaker says it works. Thank you, John. It does. I appreciate that.
I will say Gray is that friend that'll be like, what's her name? I'm gonna find this bitch on Instagram. She will hunt shit down.
I will.
I'll let everybody know. Listen, we have
Ooh.
almost 170 people watching. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you all subscribe to everybody's channel that is here. I'll make sure all the links are in the description when this is all said and done. OTDA has been putting the links in the chat, so you can do that right now. And I thank everyone for coming here and joining us, breaking down this trailer. And yes, the mullet is a little frayed. And make sure you do hit those likes.
I actually saw a comment. Where did it go? Alan Fortune said, could it possibly be a broken ship? Since, in my opinion, this is Driftmark. Personally, there's a lot of driftwood on the beach.
Yeah, it's definitely Driftmark.
That's
So
why I
that could
think that's why I think it's after the funeral.
Yeah, but that definitely could be like part of a shipwreck or something like that.
That's what I meant, and then I got distracted because I'm texting right now, and I was like, it could be part of a thing.
Do you think they
it looks like
have
it looks like a rowboat? Yes.
After his wife has just been buried.
Come on, Tony. You know
what show do you think you watch? Yes. Cersei and Jaime having sex after their kid dies. Yeah.
In front of their kid, their dead kid.
All right, so I'm gonna assume that this is the first time they've ever had sex. Oh, that's the way they're gonna present
today,
it.
Like that day was like the first time that day they had sex.
I'm sorry, but if they're comfortable having rough sex on a beach, they've done it before.
I was gonna say I'm also in that camp that they were having threesomes between Lena, Damon, and Rhaenyra.
Yeah, it was a whole.
Because they were all buddies, so I think
they were a throuple.
I'm buddy with a lot of people.
I can't find that picture.
Oh, I put it in my video of them all lusty.
Yeah, I'm buddy with a lot of people, but they ain't let me sleep with their wife.
But Mushroom said that they would take dragons to secret islands in Blackwater Bay, and he would teach her how to suck dick and all that stuff.
Well, when you
Yeah,
put it
how to
like
please
mean,
the
how-
queen.
on the dragon.
She would teach him. He would teach her how to pleasure a man because
How do you
just
say
then Sir Christian Cole was like turning her down, and he was like, "I can make him want you. Let me show you how."
Put your tongue right here. Slowly.
Unleash the
slowly.
dragon.
Tickle the taint. The taint must be tickled. I, I don't know if we can believe mushrooms.
Ooh, some Jenna S said it in the comments. You guys think we're gonna get mushroom? I hope so. Like I really
I don't
do.
think so.
I mean, I
Not
think
as
you
a
may
main
see him.
character, but just in the background.
Yeah,
I
you may
used to
see
think
that.
so, but we haven't seen him yet, so I don't.
You may see
mean,
him, but I
we
don't
haven't
think it's going to
seen
be,
any of the kids
important.
yet either. We haven't seen none of the kids yet. I mean, we've seen like
Yeah, we have.
well, I mean like photos, but I'm talking about like official
Oh,
announcements.
official stuff, yeah.
Or anything like that, you know. I think he has like just a nice little cameo, just like in the background, just like a nod. Like he doesn't have to say
love
anything.
it.
Just have him just chill in the background, maybe juggle some shit, and like I think that's all I need.
Yeah, I think you will get that. Just like a, like an Easter egg for show for book readers.
If George does not put a mushroom cameo in this whole series, I'll be really upset.
Especially that George is running the show. I think that's why we get it. All right, we get it to. We don't have 100 likes yet. What? That's ridiculous. Come on now, people. We got almost 170 people here, and we ain't got 100 likes. Come on, hook a brother up.
All right, we'll do 100 likes, and we'll show you Rainier's tits.
There you go. And we have those too. Devin saying,
tit pics of Rainier.
yo, from Brazil, y'all guys, you guys rock. And okay, great area. Give me that juice to get me through the long night. Now that sounds.
He's staying up late. Yeah, he's got to be up pretty late at this point.
Hi,
Devin.
Good. That juice to get me through that long night. Great, I can't wait to deliver. All right, let's go. Let me solo fill out. All right, let's keep it rolling. This is the sex scene with the lean-to in the back.
Ooh.
All right.
Yes. There we go.
Morning Star.
That's Kristen Cole.
Why is he fighting Kristen Cole with a Valyrian steel sword now?
It's a melee, and fuck Kristen Cole. That's why
he has all those other weapons. He has all those other weapons over there on the table that he can go to, like that axe, and there's another sword over there that he can go.
I think they take a moment to pause and be like, wait.
I think they have like rounds.
So this is what I think happened. I think that he was getting his ass kicked by Kristen Cole with the other weapons. So he said, let me show you something, and grab Dark Sister, and then he whoops him.
I think he still loses. Doesn't he still lose, though? If it's a tourney it's kind of hard to tell what tourney it is, but if it's a tourney that I think it is, doesn't he win anyways, like Kristen Cole?
Yeah, I could have sworn Kristen Cole doesn't win until he uses Allison Hightower's favor to.
No, because he wins, if I'm not mistaken.
Kristen Cole wins.
Yeah, because he wins when Rhaenyra's younger.
Yep, and then she wants him as her sworn shield after that.
Yep.
And then he beats the shit out of Breakbones eventually too.
Yeah, sad face.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So what are we thinking about the shield, the Targaryen shields? How are you digging that?
I
love it.
I love the armor.
I noticed people were saying like they changed it and they gave the dragon extra feet.
Who cares? Really?
Is it that big of a fucking deal, guys?
It's not. It's not. But everybody wants to prove they're the biggest fan in the room by pretending to be upset about 4 legs instead of 2. Y'all.
But why did they change it though, guys?
I don't think it's that deep.
It's not.
I really don't think it's that deep. I think somebody didn't realize.
I bet it was an accident. I bet it was a fucking accident, and they were like, "Well,
here we go."
Ain't no one gonna see that shit.
What is it? Elena says, "No shooting cream back up that udder."
Essentially.
Yeah.
His armor's so fucking sick. That helm is
so dope.
Yeah, that's that
plumes
Rhaegar
on
helm.
Helms, I'm just weird like that. I hate helm plumes, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, the dragon on the shield is an actual dragon. The dragons that we see are Wyverns.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the way they look, they're not real dragons. They don't have dragons.
But I kind of wonder. So, okay, they could definitely roll with this being like not the same as Daenerys's Targaryen sigil, because does it ever, I mean, where does Daenerys get her sigil from when she's all the way in Essos by the time she proclaims herself as queen again? Like, she could just be using like her sigil by the time you get to, 300 AC or whatever, could be like the incorrect version of what the Targaryen sigil was. And I realize that's mental gymnastics, but whatever helps people sleep at night.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense when you put
Big
it that way, because figure she's never seen one in person and she only has to go
Right.
by like what Viserys described to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think he realized that there was a different amount of feet.
Thank you for the super chat, Carla Way. All our favorite baddies in one stream. Gotta run, just showing some love. I truly
Carla.
appreciate it.
Thank you,
Truly
Carla.
appreciate it. And she's a great singer. If you haven't heard her sing, you're missing out,
Really?
because
Yes.
she be blowing, boy. She be blowing.
Follow her TikTok.
Definitely.
She
All right,
might.
let's just roll a little bit further. Let me get a better look. All right.
Okay,
Wow.
now I want to get into the difference here with the hair. Actually,
All
can we go? So for his hair, all right, perfect. So if you look at Corliss's hair versus Laenor, the difference is I've had faux locks done before. Corliss's are crocheted in. So what that means is they had to do single box braids first, then they go in and wrap the lock around it to cover it. So it has like a more individual look. I'm assuming the actor who plays Laenor did not have enough hair or grow his hair out enough so they could do the crochet lock. So they just threw a wig that has locks in it and did it as a sew-in. That's why it doesn't have like that kind of individual look and it looks super clumpy. So if he grew his hair out, it would have looked better.
I
But-
just had a thought about,
Yeah.
because these colors do coordinate with what Rhaenyra is wearing. They could have worn those colors to kiss her ass.
Yeah.
Let's
I don't
go.
see-
Like,
I
just
don't
to
see
show
Rhaenys-
support, And, they could have already been engaged. No, they weren't engaged at that point. But I mean, they could have done it to show support, because at this point, maybe Corlys wanted to make that match between Rhaenyra and Laenor. So
yeah,
it's more-
Corlys was tired of his because at
Family
first
getting
Lena,
passed.
he wanted Lena to marry Viserys. And then it's like, oh, he married that fucking dry ass Queen Alicent, okay. and then that's why Viserys basically was telling Rhaenyra, like, I don't care that you don't want to marry Laenor, you're gonna marry him. Like, we can't like spur House Valerian anymore. Like, we can't.
Yeah.
Like, we've already
And
done it once.
they're all here. Like, they're behind him too. We can't really see the two younger ones behind him, but it seems like the whole family is here. So
Yeah.
and they're going in the feast. What feast do you think this is that they're attending?
I think it's the wedding, because if you go forward a little bit, you can actually see a Targaryen sigil and a Valerian sigil on the back of the wall right there.
That is
So
most definitely a wedding feast, because if you look at the arrangement above them, that's, I mean, I can't think.
Whose wedding?
I
think it's Laenor and Rhaenyra's.
But Laenor and Rhaenyra were married on Driftmark, though.
Yeah, that's why I have to. Maybe it was.
I mean,
I need
they
to know
probably
who's
switched
sitting
it up
next
just a
to
little
who's
bit.
sitting next to Viserys, because it looks like she has.
It's Rhaenyra.
Okay, but she's not wearing that black and gold
Is
getup.
it the young?
No,
is
it's
it
not
the
the same
young Rhaenyra?
Is it Rhaenyra?
Is it the young?
She's not wearing
one?
the same outfit. That, I'm sorry. I don't know. Her hair is definitely up. It's pinned up. I kind of want to know why there are so many empty seats. So the Valarians are probably coming to take their seats.
Wait, this is after. This seems to be after, because look, you see all the people on the left-hand side have on green.
Not all of them. I think it could be the lighting, but it definitely, to me, seems like their wedding, like the wedding feast part of it, just because you have a Targaryen sigil, a Valerian sigil. I'm assuming taking their seats at the dais, obviously, because that's where they'd be sitting in a place of honor for their child's wedding.
This particular scene could be a wedding. My only issue with it is, why would Laenor be walking behind his mom and dad into his own wedding feast.
Yeah, he should be sitting down up there. Already.
I mean, his parents are Rainey's and Corley's. I mean, not to be that
but wait,
guy.
I'm sorry, but that's just way too like, okay.
Maybe it's just the betrothal.
Yeah, it could be just a betrothal feast, but I definitely think it has to do with their like wedding itself. Just because
if it's the betrothal, I can get behind that. But at this, like, if they're presenting him, I can see why he's walking behind them. But if it was the actual wedding, way to make him look like a little bitch.
Again,
Who's
his
about
mom
to marry
is
the heir to the
Rainey's
throne.
and his dad is
Yeah, but you want to make him look a little more dignified than all that.
No, man, get the fuck back. Do you know who you're talking? Like, I like. First of all, do you know who I am? Like, son, go back there.
I think it could be the betrothal.
Rainey's is too boss,
but she's
and Corley's is
definitely
boss.
not wearing the same. If that's her right next to Viserys, which I don't know who else it would be, because I don't see Alicent.
I mean, who's this lady like right here?
Right, this one's just smiling at us.
No, this
she
one
might just be
in the
an
middle.
extra. She might just be an extra.
I think that might be a Baratheon, maybe. Like, I'm trying to make out that sigil.
This guy's an extra that's very happy. He has a big smile.
He's like,
I'd be that guy.
I'm on camera. I'm on the House of Dragons.
That looks like she looks blonde right here.
Let me give a shout out to Coco53 gave me a super chat on my Cash App. I appreciate that. Jen S got one here from us saying Cole's another one who can't wipe their rear right. I am living in the revamped armor. Think Daemon would have changed up his sigil a bit after being king of the Stepstones. Just a thought. Do you think he will change his sigil when he becomes king of the Stepstones?
Could be
Daemon
to distinguish himself from.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he when did he give up his crown to Viserys?
At the anniversary tourney.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did Kristen Cole beat his ass?
And
at the anniversary tourney. Oh
yeah,
no, I was made in pool.
Back this up a little bit, Phil. Can you back up to the picture before? Because I agree with Morgan saying House Valyrian pulling up to the party like we don't need no invitation. You know what time it is. Sea snakes for real. No, yeah, they don't seem too happy. You know what I mean? Like
no, they have kind of like a pissed off. We're here.
Yeah, they don't seem happy right now.
And that's because times haven't been the best between Valerians and House Targaryen. Because for that bad bitch you see right there with that gold necklace on, she's supposed to be the queen. Her.
Can you make it so it's the lighter one before it fades away?
Yeah, I'll bring it back a bit.
We can actually see her real quick. All
right. I did. So Rhaenys is supposed to be queen.
Yes.
Which Corlys feels like that his son is the rightful heir.
Yeah, because they considered him at the Council of 101 and they passed him up.
Actually, hold on. Takesy backsies. Now that I hate to, this is so weird. The reason why now I'm thinking about it, it is the wedding. In most weddings, your parents walk before you do in a processional.
How dumb.
And as somebody that's planning a wedding right now, just a thing that's on my itinerary. That's why
my thing is, I feel like it's the
and they're flanking him. He's like the center. They're flanking him. His parents are.
Oh yeah, even his
so he is the center.
Him a little too.
Yeah, so he is a center, and he's like in like gold. He's like very like he's really standing out.
I think it's the betrothal because he's just like he looks great. He looks magnificent. He looks like someone that really cares about his appearance, but that doesn't really scream wedding garb to me.
That's super chat.
And I think the Valarians are so rich.
Thank you, Jenna.
Like something tells me Rhaenys like wears that shit to bed. Like she's got so many expensive clothes. Like her husband is basically like a less shitty Elon Musk as far as like income goes. Yeah. As far as incomes go. But I mean I don't think it has to be like a wedding for them to look this amazing, but I agree they're definitely walking in like they're about to fuck some shit up, and I love it.
Yeah, someone's also asking, would they have a cloak so he can cloak the bride?
Right.
So this is a reception, guys. It's a reception.
Would Lena marry Daemon after Rhaenyra married Laenor?
What? Repeat that.
Did Damon marry Lena before or after Rhaenyra married Laenor? Does anyone know that?
After, I believe, because at the time he might have been married to,
I think Rhea was still alive.
yeah,
The
Rhea was.
before her
his bronze
unfortunate
bitch.
mishap.
Yeah, the bronze
Yeah.
bitch.
What
His
a
bronze bitch.
Bronze bitch.
my bronze bitch.
Okay, well then no, never
All right,
mind.
let's move past the engagement party, I guess.
Oh.
All right.
Yes,
Massaria.
Lady Misery.
All right.
Look
I
at
like
those
the look.
shoulders.
I like the look. I like her look. I like, listen, she's gonna have a pivotal role, but a good role to play. Showing all Damon's hoes.
Essentially, yeah.
Hmm.
Do you
She's
think we're
like
gonna
a
get her?
Melisandre.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna get like her pregnancy and stuff like that, or do you think that's like too early in the timeline?
I think they have to do it.
Yeah.
Cause that's like they have to show, to me anyway, I feel like what makes the dance or the lead up to the dance so good is the drama between Damon, the relationship that Damon and Viserys have.
Hmm.
It's very strained, but at the same time, like everybody always gives Damon shit. Like Damon this, Damon that. Like Damon could have fucking took King's Landing if he wanted to.
I think Damon was a good brother. Like it's one of those things where like you don't quite understand Damon and Viserys until you have a sibling that you were once extremely close with, that you love dearly, that you still have friction with at the same time.
Yeah.
Like that's just brothers right there, like actual brothers. And I think it's nice to not have like an Aenys and Maegor dynamic, or a
Mhm.
frickin' like realistically they're brothers that have each other's backs. But one thing that's nice about House of the Dragon is if they, I mean, they're doing multiple seasons, they can, without having to rule in the law of conservation, they can do every little detail from it. Song of Ice and Fire proper is just too big to ever put in every detail, but you can do that with this story. So they might include her pregnancy plot point.
I think I think they will, because it was after that that Damon was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like they were never the same after that.
I'm with you on that. All right, Phil, let's roll it. Gray's got a bounce, so let's try to get through it before she does. Okay,
Oh,
back
this
that
Bad
ass.
spot to pause it. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Sorry.
She's definitely trying to roll up on. She's
All right. Is this all right? Phil's struggling a little, but
It's tough because it's like a motion shot.
it
so
is.
It's tough to get a,
Let's just say this right off the back. Is this the cat's paw dagger in her hand right now?
yes.
Yes. It's literally the same exact dagger.
Yeah.
Like same pommel, same handle. I actually
There
have
you
a
go.
Yep,
theory
that's the
that this is originally Rhaenys Targaryen's weapon of choice. So you know how we have Blackfire for Daemon, Dark
Mhm.
Sister for Visenya. I always thought it was odd that we don't have anything for Rhaenys, and I feel like a dagger, like a Valyrian dagger with like a dragon bone hilt, would be perfect for her. Like something she can like slide on her side or something like that.
Mhm.
Look
You
at
know who I
Christian
think she
Cole's
might be
bitch
running
ass.
up on? She might be trying to run up on Damon. Because look at the so if you, I mean, it's paused at a perfect point. Kristen Cole seems super unbothered. Like he's like he's been wanting this to happen the whole time. Graham Westerling, he can be both his real name and his character name. Westerling over there looks unsettled, but at the same time, that's his queen. And everybody else that you see while she's running up have that same level of unease. So because she's the queen, but I really do think she's running up on someone, probably someone like Damon. I don't think she'll be successful.
I
So she's
actually
definitely
think this
queen
is.
here. Then you're saying you think at this particular time she's
Yes.
definitely the
Oh,
queen.
she has
right?
to be queen because she's like her age, just like the character. Because we
Yeah.
have a young Alicent that's cast, and this is the older Alicent, so she has to be queen by now. But
And no one's stopping her.
I actually
Yeah.
think that this is when after Aemond gets his eye taken out by
Mm.
whatchamacallit, Rhaenyra's sons, because she says like, oh, an eye for an eye. So I could see her trying to run up and like try to like take that little boy's eye out, and then they're like, "All right, chill the fuck out, get out of here."
Honestly, I
don't
think
know.
she's running up on an adult. Like I think she'll be
I don't know, because
livid, but not to the point
if
of
you
like
take
trying
my
to.
son's eye out, I don't care how old you are, I'm going to fight you. I'm putting that on the record.
I
If
feel
that
like
were
I
to
work
happen,
with
I will fight a
traumatized kids
child.
a little too much.
I will
Like, I
fight
don't know.
children. I have no problem. You take out my baby's eye, I'm going to fight you. You guys
I
can
just feel
quote
like
you
she's
me.
guys-
trying to kill someone. I feel like she's
Yeah, you took
really,
our
really.
baby's eye out.
Yes,
Like,
but
he's a
I'm
bastard.
saying,
Fuck him.
look, I'm saying that can't be the. I don't think that's the only option there is. Like, yes, I do think she's gonna be livid.
Oh my
Yes, she
God.
did try to
People
take his eye. Like
arguing.
she did say herself an eye for an eye. However, it's not the only option.
If you
out
look
there.
at the history and lore episode of the Dance of Dragons, the animation, the girl is running just like when she finds out that he died, that Viserys is dead. She's running just like how she is in this
Right,
scene.
but what's she
But
doing
with
with
a
that
wine
dagger,
glass
lifting
and
it
not a
up into the
dagger.
air? Yeah, what's she doing with that dagger, lifting it up? And I think she's running up on
Mushroom
Daemon or
said that
something.
she helped him in his fucking grave.
Mm.
She said Mushroom says she sped him along.
Well,
This
I
is
mean,
not.
he
This
was
is not
probably
Beesbury.
sexually undesirable after a
No,
while.
I thought that was Beesbury on the right.
You don't
I
think
think
this
can't
she's
is?
see him.
running up on Daemon.
No, that's Christian Cole.
Yeah, I'm saying you
Yeah.
don't think this is when Beesbury gets it.
Yeah,
No,
I do.
Because isn't Harold Westerling dead by that point?
Oh yeah, he is. So it
I
can't
mean,
be
they can
that.
honestly they can play with that a little bit if they
so
wanted to.
I think when Beesbury dies, she looks like uh, her expression doesn't tell me like, okay, well, we're just gonna have to off you before we end this meeting. I think she's running up on
Oh,
Daemon.
don't they all like slash their hands and like take a blood oath?
Oh, so you think
Yeah.
she's just so excited to do it? She's like,
Well, they said that she didn't have to do it because she's a woman.
She don't. Yeah, she didn't have to do it.
And she
On
doesn't have.
account
She
of her
doesn't have the
womanhood.
headpiece like when we seen in the other photo. She has that headpiece on her with this dress.
Yeah, she.
This looks like the middle of the
Okay,
night.
let's see
maybe.
Can we see it like rewound a couple of times?
My first thought was blood and cheese, the blood and cheese incident. But then
That's
like
not
that's
a lot.
too fucking early for that. But I could see Damon like arming blood and cheese with that kind of dagger. Like, yeah, they know this is my shit. Kill him with this. I want him to know it was me. Because I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
There are too many people there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
She's
Yeah,
running up
blood
on
and
Damon or
cheese.
something.
All those
Yeah.
people weren't around for blood and cheese. It was just.
That's kind of why I think it might be like when Aemon's eye comes out, just because there's a shit ton of people at the funeral.
Who's this guy right there too?
Who is that guy? Is a good question.
Oh, you know what? Is that the same dress she wore to the funeral?
That looks similar. Like the neckline looks very similar to the promotional shots, and I feel like most of those were done when they were filming the funeral.
Why is her hair so disheveled?
Because he went on a like random impromptu like ride in the middle of the like early hours of the morning, so she probably wasn't ready yet. That'd be my shot. I don't know. I'm spitballing here, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, she looks like someone who's about to like key your car. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
she's mad.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
Horses.
Turney.
Bolton Banner.
We got Bolton's, Charlie's. Who's in this? Who are these two girls? Go back.
That is the anniversary tourney, if you ask me.
Oh, so one of these is clearly a Targaryen, and then the other one, I don't know. It could be Alicent, but something about the frame doesn't.
To me, it's the green dress and the dramatic Targaryen dress.
But that's red. That's not black.
But it doesn't say that she wore a black dress. It says that she dressed dramatically in House Targaryen colors.
That is an extra collar.
And that collar is super fucking extra.
That is true.
Something about the woman sitting next to her. I mean,
the woman on the left looks older.
Really, yeah, like tall and slender.
I would say the woman on the left, her hair looks more like
Dragon Demand says
than
young Alicent and young Rhaenyra confirmed on Instagram.
Ooh.
Confirmed by who?
By who?
By the actress.
I mean, you would think it would probably be that to show that they were friends at one time.
Whoa, wait. He said Emily Carey Young Allison confirmed this is her on the right. What do
Right.
you guys think? I think that might not be Rhaenyra. What if that's Rhaenys on her left? Because that looks like an older woman to me.
I think it's Rhaenyra.
It's not her hairstyle that we. I mean, I hope that they changed the hairstyle for her, but it seems like every time they show her,
Rhaenyra?
she got
It's the
same-
color. It's the color to me. That's why it's throwing me off. I'm like, that looks more gray than it does like that pale whitish, platinum-y Targaryen color.
That kind of looks like that hairstyle that was in that whatever that was. What was that? The wedding, whatever scene.
Oh,
Like
it could
that
be.
up braid. But I see what you're saying. That does look gray.
Yeah, it looks like it could be an older woman. Because my thing is like, obviously, like, Alicent isn't, how do I put it? I feel like Alicent and Rhaenyra, like, the fact that they casted younger versions of them, I'm not sure if they're doing it to make them the same peer group necessarily. Or, like, maybe we're just going to see Alicent while she was, like, kind of catching the eye of Viserys while he was still married to Thingy's mom. Or something like
My-
There's
that.
just
They
something
say
about
looks-
that dress though that just doesn't look like
Age appropriate.
Well,
It looks looks just like the dress that Mary Queen of Scots wore in like that famous painting of hers, like the collar.
So
Yeah.
to me, they don't seem like age peers because the dresses are two different styles. One looks
Like a queen, and the other looks like a peasant.
Oh,
You know.
yeah, I guess.
And the Tarleys that must be hosting this, that their flags are the most
I
prominent.
I
Don't
think
think
it's
so.
whoever's jousting.
Yeah, me too.
You think that all the way up to top there
It's
is
not.
where
It's just like you see that pole is just stuck in that stone. So like whenever they change the riders, they go and they pick that pole up and change it out with the
Mm.
person who's riding. Like if you look at the hands tourney at King's Landing,
Mm-hmm.
they do the same thing. Like if you look at the Tyrell, when Loras and the Mountain are jousting, you can see the Clegane. You can see the Clegane banners on one side, and you can see the Tyrell banners on the other side. And
Cool.
then the little banners. The only difference with Game of Thrones is the little banners that you see lining. They just have big banners all around. Now, if they were hung from the castle, I would think different. But these are just like in these little podiums on the ground that they're interchangeable.
So you think that these are just two Tarleys fighting each other at this time?
No. I think that it's Tarly Ryder in that lane over there. And if you were in this lane, you would see the other ones.
All right. So we're
We're
there
we're only
actually
seeing
set.
one side of the playing.
Yeah,
field.
we're only seeing one side of the field.
Got it. Oh, I like that idea.
All right. There you go.
Those
'Cause
are.
we could see that windshield. What's that shield right? That's a dragon shield.
Looks like Went.
It's a
Mhm.
windshield on the
The one-
right hand side. Back it
Somebody,
up a little, Phil.
I seen somebody pointed out, what does House Cole's sigil look like? Like, does House Cole have a
It
sigil?
does. It's like a bunch. Oh, it's a bunch of dots
Right.
on.
That's a
Dragon
Tarley.
Demand says it's Christian Cole.
It's a Tarley
what
on
I
on the right. It's definitely a Tarley.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Getting
best.
owned.
we can
Yeah, you know what? That is Kristen Cole's shield because I'm
Black
pretty sure it's
pellets.
just black dots on.
Black
Hell,
pellets
yes,
on a
yes.
field of red.
Yep.
Yeah, and figure.
him.
Oh, I think this might be actually be that same tourney that we saw earlier. Then
Mhm.
possibly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Christian Cole, like,
Wins the whole thing.
yeah.
Isn't he great?
All right. All right. Let's move it a little bit further. All right.
So
Carl
that is
Corey.
clearly.
I think that's
Laenor.
Carco. Yeah, I think this is when he dies.
Is that
think
a
he did.
dragon skull on the table? What the hell is that? To the right.
I don't know, but this is definitely
Oh.
Driftmark because if you look at the wall, it looks like there's like a faintly painted ship.
Oh, like a Viking
wall?
ship, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cue the immigrant song.
Do
Do you think they play like a medieval version of that at feasts?
Oh.
But no, that is definitely like, I don't know, the game room or something of
Is that
Trustmark on that shirt.
chandelier like a sandcastle or some shit?
Looks like it. It looks like a bunch of shells.
It's pretty badass in there. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I think that's Carl Corey, but I wonder, does Laenor die in season 1?
Yes.
You think he
Yeah.
dies in season 1?
Him and Lena die within the same year, so I'd assume so.
Mm.
You think they're just gonna get rid of them that quick? Like,
I mean, they kind of get rid of they did get. I'm sorry, they got rid of them mad quick in real life, so I would say yeah.
But then why is
Laenor's
King
maybe like
Viserys-
mentioned.
I don't want to see the black people
Well,
die
the
that
re-
fast. Though. I'm being
I
honest
don't.
about it.
I honestly, I don't
Well,
either.
Corlys
But
outlives everybody, so
if that too, but if we think that it's gonna end around the time that Viserys dies,
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive Daemon and Rhaenyra have already been married and had a baby by that point.
I mean, they just had sex on the beach, and she's old, so
In a tent made of driftwood.
Yeah, because they would have definitely had. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I think Laenor and Lena die.
Rough sex.
It's 120 AC, I think, that they die, and then I want to say Viserys dies like 9 years later or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Yeah, Adam of Hull wouldn't be here yet. It'd be too early to see him.
Yeah.
But I just like Sir Carl Corey.
Who's that
There's
on
no
the
way-
floor and why?
There's no way he's gonna fucking kill Laenor inside Driftmark.
That's what
I
I'm
mean-
saying. How would they allow that to happen? Let him kill him right in his home spot.
I think they
I
just
mean,
had-
a lot of people in the world die at home.
I was gonna say.
I know, but he's
Yeah,
like-
I'm not
he's
talking
like
about
queen
people die
consort,
home
bro.
from shitting on the toilet and things like that. But I'm not saying people ain't.
Well, I
you
mean,
don't
maybe
have
there was
someone
no
come and
narrative
assassinate
reason to
your-
put them
your
all the way
people.
out in bumfuck nowhere. You
I mean,
know?
yeah, because figure they probably just didn't want to like do a whole new set with Spice Town, so they're like, I mean, we already have the set piece build. Let's just do it here, save some money.
I
Maybe
think
that
he
was the
looks too
Sea Lord's
young.
son.
He looks too young. Like he looks like young Laenor. Is there like an older Laenor casted?
Laenor's,
I heard rumors that it was John McMillan.
but
Because
Laenor
right here
doesn't
he
live
looks
to be
super
that
young.
old.
No, but he has 3 kids with Rhaenyra.
He lives to be 27, I think.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, like you age like a dog in Westeros. Like Ned was like 30.
Well, that's the thing with Ned. Well, the difference is I don't know if you guys know this.
Okay.
Black don't crack, so there's
That's
no way
true.
he's aging the same way that they do.
That's true.
No way.
Jenna
No,
S.
that- I don't
Joffrey
think
getting
anything
freaky foreplay.
Oh,
That's not Joffrey. I've seen Joffrey. He has
yeah, I
red
don't think
hair.
so.
You're so. That's not Joffrey. I've seen him.
Just kidding. But I did, like, I saw a leaked photo. He has red hair.
Okay.
And they were like in the bushes in their bedclothes.
I bet they were.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said that that is the same actor, like the older
Oh,
Laenor
okay.
right here. Yeah, it looks like him.
I was just kidding, Jenna.
Yeah, no, Jenna, we love you, Jenna. Don't think that no. She knows you playing. She knows.
Maybe
Jenna's
that's
just-
the Sea Lord's son from Bravos, the one that was engaged to Lena, and maybe I don't know. Never mind. That just sounds dumb as I'm saying it out loud. Maybe he kills Laenor, and that's what ends the. I don't know. There's just a whole lot of. No, I give up.
My money's still on Carl Corey.
All right, we will see.
I think it's definitely Carl Corey, but I think that him and Laenor like were play fighting, and then they just got too fucking serious.
Wow,
You know,
sounds
like they
my
were
middle
rough.
schoolers.
They were roughhousing, and then like, cause if you look at Laenor's face, he doesn't look like he's playing anymore.
They look
So
like they're drunk.
maybe they like just randomly have lovers quarrels.
Yeah,
all
and the
time.
kid looks like he's saying, "Please, guys, stop fighting!" Like he's begging.
Well, so
Like
if
you
look at
guys
the background-
always ruin it. You're spoiling it.
Yeah, you guys are
spoiling
ruining
everything.
everything.
Listen,
Yeah.
first of all, that place looks like a medieval version of a fucking man cave. Look at how messy that table looks, okay?
Yeah.
Dude was chilling on the floor, which means he was relaxed. Either that or he got knocked down and he got back up. But this
And like, is
plus
that a
there's,
toy
like-
horse over there in the back?
What?
Do you see that? It
Right
looks like
there?
a horse's
Looks
like a
ass.
marble.
Yeah, it does look like a
Horse's
horse's ass. Dude, it totally looks like a horse's ass.
That is a horse's ass. I know a horse's ass when I see one.
Ooh, do you think Corliss got that on one of his many adventures? I feel like we're gonna see a lot of cool
Probably.
like relics around like from
Right.
like different places in the world just because
Do you
Corliss has
think
been everywhere.
Corliss is gonna be like that one guy from the Disney version of Three Musketeers? It's like, I got this sash from the Tsarina of Japan. The Queen of
So-
America gave me
The
this
Queen-
So
axe.
you think
Yeah.
think that this is like when Loris cut Renly, like the beginning of that type scene? Said when he cut him and said, "Look, you see it's blood. Get used to it.
Yeah,
You're going
like-
to see a lot of it."
Yeah, like kind of like that. Like
And
they're
you're still
playing
circling
around.
the horse's ass.
Yeah, people in the live chat are noticing that they can't unsee it once they've seen
That
the-
horse's ass is thick.
It's
Yeah,
not a horse.
very
It's a
thick.
it's a seahorse with
Listen.
the ass.
I'm not here to
seahorse's
I'm not here to describe the horse how thick horses' asses are.
Let's see what else we can find in this room.
We got the dragon, we got the horse's ass, we got a
We
messy
got that messy
table,
ass table.
we got the Koopa thing.
I'm
from Super
sorry, but
Mario
that
Brothers.
table is
It's
just
dumb.
bothering the fuck out of me right now.
Yeah.
It's so messy. No, but I think that, I mean, there aren't a whole lot of people around. It looks like it's just the three of them. So they must have been just kind of,
Maybe they're into BDSM.
I mean, more power
with
to them.
swords?
Personally,
It could
I
be
draw
that-
the
it could
line
be
at
that kind of
you.
It could be that kind of room.
Just kidding.
Bridge says someone better sit and slide down that awesome stair railing.
Well, I'm greased up. I'm there for the job. I could do that.
I definitely would slide down that railing. It looks like
Mary
That'd be
Poppins
fun.
shit right there.
oh yeah.
Oh, we got. Let's take the super chat. We got a super chat from Stormy. Thank you, very generous. Says, I think Damon with the torch is as he walks Harrenhal, waiting for Aemon. Haven't added the dragon CGI yet. That's why there's no Caraxes. Show begins with him and AOE over the God's Eye before we get flashbacks.
That would be a
Too
wonderful pause. You're probably wondering how I got here. I kind of like it in like a very Arrested Development sort of way.
That's
think-
when you
Play
knew
the
he made a
music.
big mistake.
I think it would be good if it did. Thank you again, Stormy, for the super chat. Truly appreciate that. Very generous of you, man. Without that. Oh, wait a second. Is Stormy? I mean, man, like like whether you could be a man or a woman. I'm not saying. I mean, Stormy. I don't know. Stormy can go
There's-
either way.
Yeah, Stormy, like Kylie Jenner's baby, or like Stormy
Yeah,
Daniels. the
I don't know what
porn
that
star.
Dog named Stormy.
Stormy.
I had a dog.
Storm.
I knew a dog. I took care of a dog named Stormy. A little Stormy.
Rise and shine. I'm just kidding.
Gosh,
Oh, that was
y'all-
cute.
Yeah, I was saying. Listen,
I want off this ride. now.
I'm assuming Stormy's a woman. Yeah, she's a woman. All right, I'm all women. Okay, girl, we got you, Stormy. You are all woman.
Miss Thang Thang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is Carl because he looks pissed. He looks like, yeah, I'm about to kill you.
Yeah, that's the look of someone
That's
who wants to
definitely a
kill
lover's
someone.
spat.
Yeah, it
Lover's
does look like.
quarrel.
I don't know. I don't quarrel
He
like
looks
that.
like that's malicious intent in his face right there.
Yeah, and Lena was like, "Oh shit." Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Rich is always just the most optimistic person. John and Rob used to spar on stairs, so who knows? Yes, Rich, this is
Yeah, but they weren't lovers. They weren't. They
How
weren't.
do you
They were
know?
cousins.
It's Game
Just
of
kidding.
Thrones.
Yeah, I
It's Game of Thrones.
Stop right there. Stop right
The
there.
money shot. The money shot.
You see those things on the columns?
Statues.
Yeah, but like on the right, all the way down, that looks like more swords.
You think so?
What is that? It's something on the column, all around the bottom of it.
I just thought they were like statues and stuff.
Oh, maybe it's dragon skull.
It might be dragon gargoyles.
Bridge, it's
Ooh.
Desert Rose, not Desert Storm. I cannot believe you actually tried to spell out Arab singing. Bridge.
He says it. He said, "Whoops." He corrected himself.
You are not dumb, buddy, but you do need to stop.
You know, he'll be having a good. He should be here, but I'm glad he's at
Glad
least
he
in the
should.
chat.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. This is the Iron Throne, the new looking Iron Throne. Much better looking Iron Throne than the first, and it should be better looking. You know what I mean? It should be.
It's more
There's no doubt about it.
imposing.
And they have a bigger budget, so that makes sense.
So,
Yeah,
right,
because they're starting with the budget of the last season of Game of Thrones, right?
at least,
I
Yeah.
believe
probably.
so.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
HBO's sinking their whole budget into this, I would assume, as much as they want.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones was their cash cow.
All right, so let's go to another shot because we gotta, you know, we got people. Some people have to leave right now. All right, there's nothing in those. There's nothing in the windows. You think there'd be something in the windows? Like they just have the empty circles there. You know, Cersei had the Lannister sigil there. Why would they just have the empty circles there?
Because they already have that badass throne, and I don't know. Maybe it's farther up. Maybe it's a
Because
longer window.
Robert had the stars, right?
Yeah, I just think just the fact that it's still like a fairly new construction.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, it's been 100-something years at that point, which doesn't sound fairly new, but for like a castle and stuff, I feel like remodeling and doing the windows would take a lot of work. So, or it could be a dream sequence. I don't know.
Yeah, but you put the circles there, so you know there's something should go in it. Oh, you have to
So
go back.
Chloe
So
from Girls Gone Canon had pointed out that this shot it mirrors the vision sequence that Daenerys had in House of the Undying when she was in the throne room.
Melinda
And I like
from
that
Gray
observation.
Area. MJ from
Linda from Gray Area.
MJ from Gray Area thinks it's a dream because Damon is saying,
Oh, someone's sitting on it.
yeah, it looks like it's her. But I was wondering, so I feel like when she's having this dream, or when this scene is shown in the trailer, she's like, or Damon's like, dreams didn't make us kings, dragons did. And like she's looking at this throne, and I'm like, what if it could be her that she sees on the throne, but what if it's like Daenerys that she sees on the throne? Because Targaryens have these dragon dreams and these prophetic dreams, and they are never really like right. They always mean something that you, I don't know, that they don't assume that it means.
Yeah, they always interpret it slightly incorrectly.
Yeah. So I feel like that would be a way to retcon something from Game of Thrones for her to see what she thinks is her older self.
You
But
would
it's
have
actually-
to. You would. It would have to
honestly-
be Emilia Clarke, though. You'd have to bring her back to do that.
Yeah, I actually think it more or less would be maybe her seeing herself on the Iron Throne, just
Mhm.
because we know, in fact, she does take it. And no offense to Dany, I love Dany and all, but I really don't think Dany's ever gonna actually take the throne, like officially, like sit
No.
on it.
No, but even if they were to see, if she was to see, oh, this is like, even if you were to see Dany sitting on the throne, that just a dragon dream of Dany sitting on a throne doesn't mean Dany's gonna sit on the throne. It never means what it shows. Like with Dunk or with Damon, the drunkard, like his were always like cryptic. They were never
Yeah,
like
oh, I see what you mean there. Only reason why I don't think they do that is I really wouldn't think they. I would like that, but I don't think they would. Is just because I think they want to separate themselves as much as possible from D&D,
Mhm.
like as much as humanly possible, to get that bad taste out of everybody's mouth that we all have from season 8 and prior seasons before that, but especially the way they wrapped it. So I
They
feel like
should have left the cat's paw out then. They should have left it out. But now that they've brought it in, they need to bring in Dany. Bring her back.
They brought the
You just
dagger.
want to see Dany.
They
on the
brought
They
the
throne.
brought
dagger.
that
This is all about Gray.
crusty-ass
Just wanting to see
dagger.
Dany on the throne.
That's great.
Yeah,
Just want to see you,
basically.
Daddy.
Yeah.
That's what.
That's
it
what
is.
it's all about. This is
There's
a
no doubt about
Gray's
it.
No,
plan
I'm just
to
kidding.
get Dany
I'm
on
just
the
kidding.
throne.
No, I realize that's a long shot, but I'm saying I feel like
Since they
that's
put
what-
that horse's ass in there, you're gonna have to show Khal Drogo. I mean, you got to bring Jason Momoa back. If you're gonna have a horse, you need Jason Momoa. I need to see him now.
Yes, because we saw that horse.
His ass.
I agree.
So
right.
can we talk about the figure sitting on the throne? I don't know how Viserys is going to be portrayed, but they look extremely
Too
blasé
skinny.
on that throne. Yeah, too skinny and very they're kind of leaning to one side. Yeah.
What if it's her brother?
What if it's like
She sees on
Maegor
the
the
throne.
Cruel, like a flashback or something going on?
I like the idea that it could be her brother, like she's having a nightmare or some weird shit like that.
It looks like young Rhaenyra though. Oh, so she could be dreaming about herself young. And then okay.
Or herself old.
Okay.
Ooh, like the older version of herself.
Edric said
Okay.
it's Wex.
I see.
It probably is Wex.
Wex ass pussy. Okay.
Maybe it's Sir Otto when Viserys is away or something.
It looks like someone's dead on the throne. The way
Yeah,
they-
like their heads keeled over a bit.
And Maegor died on the throne, kind of looking like that. Like if you look at the Maegor art, if you look at the Maegor art,
the Don just said that it's Maegor.
You said it was Maegor?
Yeah, I did. I just said
Rhaenyra is eventually known as Maegor with teats.
And she cuts herself on the throne.
Yep, so she could be having a nightmare about becoming Maegor. Like, yeah, it could be like a cryptic dream and she not know what it means. But my only thing is, like, unless they edited it out, like, they could have edited out blood. But I feel like there'd be, like, blood dripping down the steps.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it does look like that artwork from A World of Ice and Fire of Maegor.
It does.
It does a little bit.
If they show us a Maegor flashback, I will die. Pornhub. If they show that.
Okay.
OnlyFans.
All right.
Yeah, I honestly am definitely leaning into this being a dream sequence because that throne room is awfully empty and dark.
Yeah.
And
like not a single. Yeah, like not a single like none of the hearts are lit, like none of the braziers, like there's no like I don't know. It's really dark and dim and they don't have electricity.
There we go.
Something right.
All right, I guess we're going to the final end of the trailer. There it is, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at the 4 feet on that motherfucker. It's
I really can't believe you guys, not you guys, obviously, but like people, and I'm just going to say this, guys, come at me if you want, are really complaining about an extra fucking foot. Like, I'm so sorry.
It makes them feel special.
It's a foot. It's a foot.
Someone asked me about it. Someone asked me about it, and their reasoning for asking me about it was they had got a tattoo of the Targaryen dragon.
Oh, and they want to have the right.
They just was like, did they change it because it wasn't right? You know, like was
Tell them
it?
to go add another foot to the tattoo. Goddamn.
I will say though, the world book has the Targaryen sigil used from Game of Thrones on it, and I believe it's 2 feet.
Yeah,
like the official world book that George R. Martin wrote.
Yeah, but the world book came out like after Game of Thrones.
In 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like that is a sigil that could be used officially, but as far as like the continuity, quote unquote, error, I'm gonna go with Daenerys just worked with what she had. And I think Daenerys has a different, like a, revived version of so 2 feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
with elbows.
I'm just gonna
with elbows.
I'm just gonna stick with my guns. That you guys complaining about an extra foot is one of the most stupidest shit you guys complain about. I'm so sorry. It's so fucking dumb.
I say go outside, get fresh air.
Like,
I mean, this is the Game of Thrones community. I think a lot of people complain about a lot of crazy. All right, I know Gray has to bounce. We'll stay a little bit longer and take questions. I'm not going to solo Gray because she doesn't like when I do that. But I will say thank you for stopping by, darling. We really truly appreciate it. We'll see you on the episode of What If.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night. Peace.
And then there were
4.
Just 4.
That is what it is. All right. So we went through the whole trailer with everyone in the chat. Again, we will take all questions from y'all for a little bit longer, and then we got to bounce because Don does have to work in the morning. So
if anyone wants to leave a last-minute voicemail for us, you can do that.
We have the voicemail. If you want to make a call, you could definitely do that and everything else.
Yeah, I put the number in the chat in case anyone wants to leave a quick voicemail or any question about anything Game of Thrones related.
Yeah, I mean, it's
or Back to the Future. I'm glad
Sato saying the Targaryen sigil changes a lot. Some Targs make their own. Yeah, we'll see the gold sigil. That's what we'll see in there without a doubt. We'll definitely see that one in there. So I guess it
What
does.
if that one has 2 feet? and then Aegon the Third kind of just consolidates the two, just keeps it red, and then gives it 2 feet. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. Yeah, I just want to throw out possibilities, which is like a strategic move for me. That way, if somebody considers that, that's one tweet less I might see bitching about it later.
I'm just gonna stand my ground on this one and just say you guys need to really go outside and get some fresh air for complaining about a couple extra feet.
I'm just gonna mute the word feet on social media.
A lot of things that this community has complained about, I think they need to stop complaining about. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Dragon the Man. So, do you think the casting of Vaemond Valerian so prominently means that the Valyrian succession storyline might exceed into season 2?
Maybe.
I think that anything to stretch the story out, they'll do. Because I really think they have to get 5. They can't get any less than 4 seasons.
That's the main question. Like, is HBO going into this, and have they already given the showrunners the green light that you're going to get at least 3 seasons here to tell a story? And if we run out of time, we'll let you know. Or are they giving them a season by season wait and see approach that they're going to want to do as much in that first season as possible? Alicia?
Shit, I lost my
train of thought. And we do have a voicemail as well.
Okay. You do
let's
the voicemail.
Take the voicemail. Edric Store says some people have a dragon foot fetish. Listen, I wouldn't put past these motherfuckers licking dragon's feet.
Everyone likes something. Let's play the voicemail. This is from area code 857.
Like to do that.
857.
Here we go.
Hey, I want to say my name or where I'm calling from, but this is my first time calling. Just wanted to say I appreciate all you guys and what you guys do. So I watched Fire and Blood's video about his breakdown of the trailer, and he pointed out that cat's paw is on Viserys' chest, or looks like to be on his chest. And doesn't Viserys give one of the strong boys, Rhaenyra's sons, the dagger, and that can kind of confirm the scene of older Alicent running in panic. That can be like the incident when Aemon loses his eye. What do you guys think about that? Because a lot of you guys don't really point it out, but Fire and Blood did. And I know he's not really too credible because he kind of makes clickbait videos. What's your opinion? Thanks.
I guess I'll go. I said that when we were talking about that section earlier. I think that's that scene as well. That was super short. Answer, but
no,
I agree.
Good.
Fire and Blood doesn't get credit because he does clickbait. Listen, I got nothing against Fire and Blood. He's never done nothing to me, and he's getting his views. So I ain't got nothing but that. So I'm not gonna say it's not. It's possible that it could be anything, but for him to get his eye out at that time, I don't know.
I mean, he claims Vhagar around the same time of Laena's funeral, and we've seen pictures of her coffin, if you will. So we know that that's happening, that's been shot. So I would imagine that's the only reason why I'm so adamant that I think that it's that same time period.
I want to say before you go, Alicia, thank you, Jenna S, for the super chat. Good night, friends. Good night, guys. So fun. Can't wait for the next. Like and share. Everyone support my friends. Listen to this woman. She's very smart. We'll see you on the next Wednesday when we do our next What If video, and it'll be What If. What is it? What is the next What If video?
What if the wheel won? What if Tywin lived?
Yeah, what if Tywin lives?
Which coincidentally will also mean that Tyrion will probably die.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And again, if people don't know, we will have the ladies from Direwolf City. They'll be on a What If video. It is What If Robert Baratheon lived is the one that they'll be on. And then IE Zebra has personally came up one with Jamie Lannister,
On
I
the
want
way
that
up.
one. I want that one when that comes
and we're
out.
gonna bring her on to do that one with Jamie
Absolutely.
Lannister.
What if Jamie Lannister didn't join the Kingsguard?
Yes, he didn't.
And
join
there's
the-
two Jamie ones. There's also a what if Jamie didn't lose his hand, that hopefully Bridge will join us on that one.
That's a good one.
All right,
We've
all right.
been waiting for that one. We do have another voicemail to play after Alicia makes her point if she didn't forget it again.
For a split second, I forgot it. I was like, I hate my brain. But no, I do remember. So I kind of think that the series is going to last about 3 seasons long because they have, like, it's like we talked about earlier. Let's just do a particular event in Targaryen history, let it rest, put out another series in between, because I think it's possible to get Targaryen fatigue. You know, so too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So I think 3 seasons, we're good.
3 is too short. I just think that, yeah, for a show, 3 seasons seems to be like that's a flop. Like a hit show goes over 3 seasons. Any show that's been 3 seasons is a flop, unless it's a miniseries type thing. I think it has to go 5 seasons. It has to do 5 minimum. We got to get 5.
I'll take even a minimum of 4. But
well, you're a Red Sox fan.
I'll say
4
before
is
you
like
guys,
the max for me.
I'll say before you guys play like the next voicemail, Bridge.
In fact, I'm sitting here with 2 goddamn assholes right now. I want to let y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
2,
double the pleasure, double the fun.
Yeah, double the pleasure. We got.
I'm just kidding.
First of all, I'm a whole ass. I'm not an asshole, okay?
Listen, dude, don't make it come out. Don't make me start talking like this, dude.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I love you.
My stepdad.
I don't like nothing about that state, but I love y'all. Even though the Yankees lost and it hurts me. Don't do it, girl. Why?
Oh, for a second I thought you were calling me an aura asshole.
Oh my god.
Phil, where you at? Where you at? Where you at, Phil?
Should we play that? Should we play that? Should we play that voicemail?
All right, play it. Y'all. Have your fun. Have your fun while you can.
I wish I gave shit.
Have your fun while you can.
Oh my gosh,
see.
what a coincidence. Oh god, look at that. Oh. I'll put it down.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Have your fun.
You brought it up.
I mean, it's not our fault you live in the wrong area, but it's okay.
I live in the right area. I'll take this area over that anytime. All right, Phil, what is the next voicemail?
Oh, our next voicemail is from area code 708. 708.
Hey guys, it's Lord Corliss Whitefire. I just wanted to say thank you guys for giving us another fire stream. I mean, I personally didn't think that watching a 1-minute teaser being broken down for an hour and a half could be so fucking entertaining, but you guys nailed it. I mean, you broke it down, didn't leave a detail out, and as usual, had phenomenal theories. So, you're a class to you guys, and just finish all you guys do for us.
Toast to you, my friend.
Toast to you. Thank you for rocking. Listen, we're the masters of taking 20 seconds and stretching it for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it before.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it again. All right, real quick, because I told the person who asked this question in my chat last night that I would address this. And I know people don't like to address things, but it is the hatred that still comes from the casting of Lord Corlys Velaryon, and saying that, and then people hiding behind the fact that it's not the way the book was supposed to be. It wasn't written like this in the book and everything else like that. Now, since I'm here with 2 black women, I'll get their opinions on why do you think it's important to have a black person casted in the show, and are you pleased that they finally did cast a black person in the lead of the show?
I'd love to go on this one. First of all, I will say this again, another hill I will willing to stand and die on. If you are one of those people that goes around like, oh, this is so SJW, this is so woke, blah, 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 please exit stage left. Don't ever mention me, tag me, subscribe to me, follow me on anything, because I'm here to tell you I am the exact opposite human as you. I believe representation is important. And for me growing up, I am biracial. I didn't see a representation of my family until a Cheerios commercial when I was an adult. So to see a family that looks like my family in one of my favorite series, especially like my favorite character in the whole like lore of A Song of Ice and Fire being casted as a strong black man, was one of the best things that I feel like the show could have done. Because I know for other people, you may not notice because everybody on TV looks like you. But for the rest of us in the world that we don't see ourselves, we don't see our family, we don't see people that we're used, like that we live with, represented, or at least represented in a positive light, it means a lot. It really does. Like, I mean, look at the numbers that Black Panther did. Look at the numbers Shang-Chi has done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it shows that people do want to see more diversity. And it does not affect the plot lines of the present day because genetics, it literally takes a couple generations to change appearances. So if you guys are bringing up, well, then that means Daenerys would have to have more black people. No, this is like 200 years before Daenerys is even born, guys. Like, it does not, it really is not relevant at all. Like, it's not relevant. It's not a good counterpoint. There's not a single thing in the text that say Valyrians have to be pale. Not a single line anywhere.
It talks about eye color and noses.
Eye color and noses are the only features that they bring up. And yeah, that's a little soapbox.
Alicia?
Oh, she took quite a few of the words out of my mouth. As someone who's also biracial, I mean, I said at the beginning of the stream, my favorite part was watching the Valarians come down those steps. Like, yeah, it looked amazing, but at the same time, there's that part of me that had quite a bit of bias going into it. Like, I've never, like, this is an insanely successful series. Like, well, it's going to be. It comes from an insanely successful storyline. And to see these like prominent figures walking down the steps with like a white parent, a black parent, black family members, white family members, and mixed children, like that was amazing to me because I grew up in the 90s / early 2000s, and it was just really, really exhausting explaining my existence to people. Really fucking exhausting. So the fact that we are normalizing it, look, I don't care if it's, pandering. I don't care if it's just like trying. At what point do we break past this mold of like white people this, white people that? And like Ara even said herself, like it's some like the fact that white people are always cast is something you might not necessarily notice because you have no issue with it because they look just like you, and like I'm not even going to we've already done this. We've done this on Twitter, we've done this on Instagram. I know we've come onto your show before, Tony, and we've done this before. I am no longer going to go round and round about genetics because something I had to realize the hard way on my own. These people fucking know. They know. I don't have to explain it to them because they know. And the people that like aren't pieces of shit don't need genetics explained to them anyway. So, I mean, to me, it's important. It's great. And at some point we have to break this mold and start normalizing this.
Yeah, I think that when it comes down to this series, if you want a black person in the series is written, right? So obviously you're going to have to change one of the characters to make them black. You're not going to, the story's there. So in order to do it, you have to do it. Now, the person who wrote the books is running the show. He's the one who okayed this.
Mm-hmm.
If he says it's okay, who are you to say it's not? So all the people who say, I want it to be just like the books, the guy who wrote the books is telling you this is what he wants. And there's been many things that he's changed. Like he said, the characters that he's seen actors play them. And as watching them play them, he said, wow, they played them so good. I would have gave this character more stuff in the books. So when he was writing the story, he didn't put a lot of diversity. There's a lot of stories that you go back in the time, but they were writing, there's not a lot of diversity for that time. This is adaptation. This is on TV. This is to attract everybody of every race, and everyone wants to be represented. Why does it hurt your feelings so bad to see a black person be the richest family in the world? Why does it hurt your feelings so bad to see a black man married to a white woman and looking regal? But it was all right to see black people when they were prostitutes and everything else. You didn't care about that. That was all good. Never heard worried about it. You know what I mean? So I just think that, whatever you have within you and everything else, it's something that you have to work out. And I just think that it's the right time. Now, I will say that there are certain things that I will understand that I would rather see, you know what I mean? But not for this series. Like like 007. People like they want to recast 007. Yeah, people. Oh, it shouldn't be a recast him as a white guy. Idris Elba shouldn't be him. I don't care if Idris Elba is 007, but I would rather see them make a brand new character, 008,
Yeah,
and put
008.
him in there and let him be that and let him spin off that. I'd rather see that. This you can't do that with because the story's already written. So you have to put them in there, and that's just the way it goes. So I think it's a great thing, and it makes me listen. I've never even considered dressing up, and I went to every con there is, been to them all. Every con of Thrones there is, I've been to. Never considered dressing up. But now I'm putting it on, baby. I'm putting it on. I'm going there. I'm coming there as cold. Guarantee you gonna see me
You
as
coming to
Corliss.
Vegas dressed?
Oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming
Oh.
laced, baby. Straight
Ooh,
laced up.
we can go as a family.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, we can. Do you
We
want to
could
be
do it.
Lena or Laenor, Ara? We got to do this.
Ooh, I'll be Laenor because I don't mind doing the locks. I don't mind doing locks.
Okay, I'll be Lena then. Yeah.
But I will say another thing I wanted to point out for the
Is still
naysayers
gonna be
out there.
Raina?
I have to.
Rainey's?
I
Is she
mean,
gonna be Rainey's?
the hair. I
Yeah,
got
you
the hair.
should.
I
You
got
do
the
have
hair.
the hair. You should. But
I'll
one thing I
shave
wanted
for
to
it.
point out that obviously if you're just not on that corner of Twitter, aka Black Twitter, like myself, you probably didn't see all the complaints, but there were a bunch of complaints about the original Game of Thrones series, obviously not having enough Black people, and the Black people they had played slaves.
Mhm.
And this is by showrunners that were looking to make a show about if the Confederacy won. So like,
Yeah.
let's really start thinking,
And
guys, a little bit more.
And I would
We need
say
some
that
stupid shit.
the Dragon Demands did a great job about a great video about Dan and Dave and them having their kind of semi like attraction and lust for darker skinned women and how they you would have to watch his video, but he did a really good video on it and stuff and
Yeah, I
everything
would
else.
say,
I would say check that video out about their fetishes that they have
yeah,
and everything else. So, but yeah, I just think that I just think that I think that people need to calm down, enjoy the show for what it is, and if the man Stephen Tosaint blows it out the box, which he will, guaranteed, guaranteed, just go with it. Don't let those things distract you from something that you like and all that stuff. You know, it ain't worth it, man. In all
yeah.
honesty, it just ain't worth it.
I cannot wait for everybody that was talking shit when he puts on his performance to be like, he's my favorite.
Yep.
Oh my god!
He is.
Like,
He is.
Same
He's
it's
people
gonna
gonna
will say
roll
happen.
it
that.
down. He's
Same
gonna
people that complained about it will say people just want stuff to complain about too on some
Well,
level.
it's kind of like I'm sure whoever the diehard fans were before the first season of Game of Thrones aired, I'm sure when they found out that Alfie Allen was going to play Theon Greyjoy, there were people that were pissed. Like, obviously, it wasn't high volume like it is now, but and then I'm sure those same people are like, Alfie Allen, perfect for that role.
Yeah. I mean, people, again, aside from everything else, people do find anything to complain about. I remember when Heath Ledger was announced to be the Joker, everyone was like, Heath Ledger, that 10 things I hate about you guys going to be the Joker. He's going to suck. How could he ever be Jack Nicholson and better than the Joker? And, like, it's a different performance than Jack. It's a different performance than Mark Hamill. But, Mark Hamill's my Joker, but they're all great.
Same.
Honestly, I'm
Hard to
not
beat
gonna
Mark
say
Hamill.
I'm not gonna say who the best Joker is, but I do think that Heath Ledger ended up being the most memorable Joker.
From a live action
if you're talking about movies, then then I would say that from movies he's definitely
underrated Joker is the dude that played him, the guy from Shameless. That's
Gotham.
Gotham.
Cameron Monaghan. Yes,
like Gotham wasn't the greatest show all the time, but he killed it as the Joker. Both versions, Jerome and Jeremiah.
All right.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going all Gotham.
Okay,
We're right here.
Yeah, we're right
This
here.
is what we do. This is what we
this in
do,
the
though.
future.
That's what we do.
We'll continue this in the future.
Yeah, we can't do it because I have to erase the stream. It starts turning to After Dark. That's what happens. I know what it's
We're just talking Batman now.
Yeah, I know what Batman.
Edric Storm said feet, eyes, skin color, noses. This fandom is insane, LOL, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love the fandom. I truly do. But I will say this. Every Con of Thrones I have to do a panel that's called "What It's Like Being Black in This Fandom." There's a reason why I'm asked to do that panel, and there's a reason why that panel is still necessary. Hopefully, there comes a time where that panel isn't necessary, right? But there's no panel. What's it like being a white person in this fandom, right? There's none of that, but there is one for Black people. So that is where we'll end this right here on that, because I don't want it to go anywhere. But I told the guy that I would address it. He asked me to address it, and I don't shy away from things like that, whatever, So this is what I'm here for. So I'm here to rep my people and everything else and all that. So go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was just gonna say, Nathan Stoner. Like, not only do you have a great name, I agree with everything you say.
All right, so let's go.
Mark Hamill is the best Joker. Yeah.
Let's go around the horn. Alicia, tell the people where they can find you and what's coming up next for you.
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter at Totes Not Alice. You can find me on Gray Area's channel on Sunday nights at 7:30 Central Standard Time. For Direwolf City, I'll be streaming with Ara, Gray Area, and Nim Shadow, who is unfortunately not here tonight. And this month we are dropping our second podcast called Preposterous as Fuck. You do not have to read a series of books to catch up with it, to be able to keep up with it. We cover unexplained mysteries, true crime, and just preposterous stories all over. What was it MJ said? Where one dumb bitch tells three other dumb bitches some crazy shit. So that'll be dropping this month, and it'll be great because so we'll be doing that soon, and we're still doing Direwolf City, and that's that.
Not gonna lie, when you said 7:30, I was like, it's at 8:30, Alicia.
I said Central Standard Time, which
I
is
forgot
what
we're
I'm
in
on.
different time zones.
Yeah, yes.
But for the real time zone, EST.
Yeah, the real time.
Yes, the only time zone that matters.
The only time zone that matters.
All right.
Alicia's sick of us. She's like, you East Coasters.
You fuckers.
Listen, there's a reason that shows always play an hour early here in Central Standard Time. It's
who is King McKay talking about? Gray Area. Who's Gray Area? Where's that? Who is he calling Gray Area? Is that
He's
you?
abandoned us. She went to go buy cigarettes and didn't come back.
What up, King McKay?
How's it
Gray
going, buddy?
Unless he thinks one of y'all are gray. That's what I'm
Probably
thinking.
me. Probably.
All right. Aura, I eat zebra. I'll say.
Yeah, so you can find me on all those.
Wait, I'm not done with doing your.
I'm sorry.
Let me finish it. I want to say congratulations on your White Sox. The Red Sox for beating the Yankees.
Oh,
congratulations to the Red Sox beating the Yankees. All right. And tell the people where they can find you.
So you can find me everywhere at I Eat Zebra because I like to make it simple. Also, it just makes it easier for me. But I have a YouTube channel, and you guys should subscribe to it because I have something special planned for when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I am approximately like 70 something away from that. Ooh. So you guys should, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also catch on Wednesday nights. Gray Area and we cover American Horror Story. We do a live after show. So this past week, so yesterday, it was on my channel, so you can check it out there. Next week, we'll be back on Gray's channel. Also with Alicia, I'm another co-host on Direwolf City. So Sundays at the real time zone, which is Eastern Standard Time at 8:30. And yeah, look out for Preposterous AF coming soon. Very, very soon.
Nice. Thank you again for rocking with us, truly. And I said we'll have them both. Don the Valerian. You got it, misbehaving. That's exactly what you're about to see when you see the Don. You know what I mean? We gonna get that. We all going to Vegas, all of us. So y'all should come out here, and we'll be at the con in Vegas. Every one of us will be there. So come out there and say hi to us, stuff like that.
Alicia's gonna be there.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. If you come to say hi to me, like, don't try to sneak up behind me. I got reflexes from Queens that I don't want to hit you by accident. I'm just saying, come up to me, but don't try to sneak up on me. You know what I mean? I got reflexes, man. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Yeah, no, guess who?
I'm just saying. Don't fuck with me about that, dude. All right, Phil,
Yes.
Let the people know where they can find you.
Okay, the next two things that are going on my channel are this Sunday. I'm talking about the season finale of The Walking Disaster. I mean, it's the mid-season. Actually, it's not the mid-season finale. They're calling it the mid-season finale, but it's the quarter season finale. But that's just silly. So, but the show's kind of silly at this point. I'm still watching the final season of The Walking Dead and talking about it after every episode at about 10:35 on Sunday evening. So after you're done with Direwolf City, come on over to Phil the Issues Guy and check me out. But more importantly, on Tuesday, I'll be talking about towards the end of this season of Only Murders in the Building. It's a Steve Martin and Martin Short series on Hulu. It's kind of lighthearted and silly and fun, but talking about that and some other random stuff coming around too. So make sure you subscribe to Phil the Issues Guy.
He popped her ass in here.
Edward, you snitch.
Whoa.
No.
You gotta watch it, Edric.
You
gotta watch it.
She showed right up.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, Edric, boy. You better watch it. All right, let me just say, all right, you know who I am, Don Tony Teflon. Thank everyone for being here as always. Hopefully, you subscribe to the channel. Wednesday, I'll be back. We do the Game of Thrones What If series. The usual suspects will be there. Me, Phil, Bridge 4. We are out there, and this week will be What If Tywin Lannister Lives. So definitely subscribe to the channel and show up every time we rock that. And then after that, go right ahead.
Which one am I coming on for?
And then we have the Direwolf City ladies. They're going to be on What If Robert Baratheon Lived. We're going to go through all that. And then we're going to have Aura on specially for the one that she picked out personally. And that was What If Jaime Lannister Never Joined the King's Guard. Definitely subscribe. Go right ahead.
I just want to say, so that you guys are pumped for it, she shared with me a lot of her thoughts about if Jaime Lannister had whatever you said. I got distracted mid-sentence. No, I'm so ADHD today. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. Anyway, they're wonderful thoughts. Y'all should get hyped because she's just
it's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
It's gonna be a really good time. Can't wait to do it. I have videos. I think my next video I'll drop is Evil. I'll drop the next episode of Evil. I'll have that video dropping. So look forward to that.
Did you say they announced that there's going to be an Agatha series?
Yes, there will be a new Agatha series. We'll be covering that when that happens and everything else. But next video will be Evil. I have to get that video done. I have a lot of Evil fans that are asking me, what are you doing with Evil? And I keep just getting distracted. I will have the Evil video out by tomorrow. I'll get it done tomorrow. I promise you.
Wow.
That will be out tomorrow.
Ashford in the live chat says, nice stream. Shout out from Ghana. Love you all.
What up to people up in Ghana? Direwolf Cities is on 8:30 on Sundays. Eastern time.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit the bell on Tony's channel, Ara's channel, Gray Area's channel, Phil the Issues channel, or Phil the Issues Guy channel, Bridge 4 channel, because YouTube's kind of been off lately, and you kind of have to really hit that bell because they're not always sending out alerts whenever videos drop.
YouTube be hating sometimes.
They're rolling the dice and deciding what they want to do every time.
Yep. So if you don't want to miss a video from your favorites, as Bridge 4 just put in, ring the bell like Bobby B.
No doubt. So if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is.
Sexy. Oh, yeah.
Peace. That's too quick. That was too quick.
That was perfect.
That's too quick. Peace and stay
sexy.